Session 95.
Session 95, I think. Yeah, 95. Cold Lands, Hope and Despair. In our last session, it was finally these two groups got back together. Well, technically they're not together yet because they split up again. But anyway, in the last session, Diddy and Usul had made their way through the gate out of the limbo plane into astral. Hitched a ride basically with a void dragon on their way back to the gate that would lead them to Mucklestones. Along the way, they ran into another party, which I don't think any of them knew except for Brevin was anyone they probably recognized, of another party that had gone to search for them. They stopped for a brief second, not that they wanted to, but I think it's mainly the dragon that wanted to. The dragon tried to get more things out of people for a ride, to which Aeus, I think, was the only one that either was successful or even attempted. No, I think a couple guys attempted, but they didn't have shit that Xerxes was interested in. So Aeus basically hopped aboard the dragon, and Usul was like, "Come on, let's get the fuck going. I don't care about these guys. Let's go, let's go." They flew back to the gate while the rest of the group went and investigated an old shipwreck on this floating island in the astral plane. Long story short, they destroyed everything. Victor did his usual grab and knock them down type
Grab
of
it down.
yeah.
La Luchadore.
And you guys discovered 3 magical items, as I recall. I'm going off memory here. I think it was a Wand of the War Mage, which I think in retrospect we said you guys are going to eventually give that to Aeus. Is that correct, or did someone else want that? I'm assuming it goes Aeus then. Go ahead.
Thought Aeus.
Yeah, no, it seems fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't care if there's. I thought the sorcerer took it, but I could be wrong.
Veli?
I don't remember taking it.
Well, it's there.
I don't.
You guys can decide that. I mean, as of right now, I'm assuming that AS is going to get it, but it's up to you guys. But you guys also found, you also found a vicious rapier, which went to vigor, as I recall.
A what?
A vicious rapier,
Oh, okay.
not a vicious raper. Vicious
Okay,
rapier.
That's what we thought you said. He's in a box.
This is an adult-only channel.
That's terrible.
Vicious rapier, a vicious sword. How about that? I'll change it to a freaking short sword
okay.
now. Anyway, Vigor got that. And you guys also found a trident +2, which Victor took, since he's been running around with no weapons for the past 3 or 4 sessions. Not that it really bothered him any, but he's got himself a new shiny weapon. And then you guys are going to head back after that, back to the Mucklestone Gate. Sound correct? Anything I missed?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Did you talk about the Trident of Doom?
I said trident +2. There you go.
Oh,
Trident
okay.
of Doom. All right, so we're going to pick up here, as you should see on the screen, with Diddy and Usul and Aeus as they arrive at the gate that leads them into Mucklestones. Now, just a little bit of meta knowledge here, or out of character comment, whatever. So this gate, as you recall, cannot be opened from the inside. Well, it can sometimes. It's sporadic about how it works from the inside. Up until this point, it's been always on the other side. It gets opened up. Okay? So as you guys arrive, Xerxes will swoop down next to the portal and kind of let you guys off, and should be standing there waiting for you guys. Says, you guys want me to stick around, or you want me to go back and I'll visit your friends again, see if they got anything else?
Yeah, I mean, you can visit them again, but if you want to find out what the offer is from the other side to use you as an ally, then yeah, come back to where you are here. We'll send you something.
She kind of tilts her head a little bit. Are you saying there's more? I can get more?
You have to come across to where we live, and there might be more. We'll just ask them if they, I mean, it's your typical, do we want to be the best of friends? And if it's the yes, then yeah, there might be a lot more. But I mean, I'm not in charge of that.
Well,
but just getting the green button pushed, and I just go, book. Push the green button.
She kind of tilts her head a little bit more, and she looks at the other two. Because you two have the same deal?
Usul's going to speak up, and he'll say, great one. The next time you and I meet, I hope to have something even better for you to exchange with. I appreciate your service to us. Thank
Why do you sound like you're talking like a robot? I don't understand you. But anyway, here. And she holds up her paw, kind of crosses her fingers back and forth a couple times. You see a little pop, a little sparkle. And it's got this little bitty pebble between her two giant fangs or claws. And she holds it out in front of Diddy. She goes, here, take this.
Mhm. Gotcha. Thank you.
Drops it into your hand. She goes, when you're ready to bring me something else, you just speak into that, and I'll come find you.
Right. Well, I got a good idea. When I speak into it, if we open up a portal, you see it. Do you want to step through? And then you can do some face-to-face chatting to us. And we'll be able to send you back, but you can talk to the town leaders. And I think a nice bit of jewelry might go well with your with the magical items that you got, because you're a girl dragon.
She kind of pulls her head back a little bit and says, not exactly crazy about going into a town. I'm not exactly the most welcomed.
Oh no, it won't be a town. You'll come to a place where we've got a portal, but it's not right in the middle of town. It's in a little sacred spot. You'll come out. I'll tell them that you're coming. We'll extend the portal a bit so you can squeeze through. Oh wait, can you change into a person like me? Can you look like a girl? Can you do that?
Maybe.
Well, if you can do it, then it's easy to squeeze you through the portal if you're our size rather than your size. But when you come to the other side, you can pop and show them who you are.
How about you bring me something,
And
then we'll discuss whether or not I pop through.
Oh, okay. How about this? How about you come across and then we show you what we got, and then you can make the decision if you want to stay. Can I persuade the hell out of this dragon?
I'm rolling here on the side what she's going to say or do here. So if you want to influence
And I'll say that
in
in Draconic as well. I'll just say it in Draconic. I'll say, and there might be people there with lots of nice items.
roll me a persuasion
Trade,
if you want.
we might. Yeah, I'll say juicy magical items better than the crap I've got. Waiting for it to load. I've got the old server disruption. 1 sec. Okay, here we go. Persuade.
Whisper it to me.
I'll
if
try
you
and get
can.
a stool to give you a hand. Oh, I can. Yeah. 1 sec. Man, this stuff's going really slow. Oh, wait. Let me just close this.
Are you lagging? Let me do it for you. You may pull up your sheet and do it for you.
Yeah, he helped out, so.
All right, I'm gonna hop into his character sheet. Well, I'm just gonna roll it. There's no point in me having him whisper it to me from his character. I'm just gonna roll it here at home. So here we go.
No, but his persuasion's probably like stupid high.
I'm gonna add his persuasion. I rolled a number.
He's charisma, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna look at his bonus, and I'll add that to what I just rolled here. Persuasion. Holy shit. It is pretty good. All right, so Diddy, are you still on Discord? Did we lose him from there too? Oh shit, we lost him everywhere.
He's on. No, I
Okay.
see.
Yeah, he's back. He's back.
I rolled it
Can you
for
hear me?
you.
Yes.
So what was it you were
Oh.
asking her?
So I said to her, if she comes across, then we can tell her what the deal is, and if she's happy enough with the deal, she can stay. Otherwise, she can just go back through. No harm, no foul.
Okay. She kind of looks all three of you over briefly, turns back to you, Diddy, and kind of leans her giant head down next to your face. Says, "You just call me on that little pebble there, and I'll come see you."
Excellent. All right, we'll make sure we
Wherever you
open the
are.
portal. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll do that then.
At that, she's going to turn like she's getting ready to take off. So, any last things you guys want to say or try to get out of her before she takes off flying?
So we'll just say thank you again, great one.
Yeah, you're welcome, little one. AS, you know you're there too, right?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, I'm just observing and watching things.
Okay.
How did AS get with
Hmm.
Sir Didamire and Osul?
AS made a mistake, but
What do you mean he made a mistake?
I misinterpret. I thought the party was all like on board to go and get out of here. Apparently not. So
Well, no one else had
Anyways.
anything that they were willing to give up or that was worth it to Xerxes to take them.
well, that's their problem. But
It-
now I don't have anything either. So
Now, just to recap for Rand, so when Xerxes showed up, the other party, he was willing to take everybody there as long as they gave up some kind of a magical item that was rare or better.
Oh, gotcha.
So AS was the only one that provided anything. I forgot, what'd you give up? It wasn't the
Uh,
haversack, it was something else, wasn't it?
no, it was the haversack.
Was it? Okay, I thought she wasn't interested in that.
No, she wasn't interested in the bag of magical beans I offered her.
Ah, okay.
Which is
Well,
a
that's
shame.
probably why Victor had no rare items.
Yeah, I know. Like most of you didn't have any rare items.
And now Usul has no rare items.
Yep. So gave up a lot. All right, so Xerxes is going to take off. Now you guys are all standing before this dormant portal. So I'll let you guys think about that for a minute, about how you're going to possibly open up this portal now. And I want to switch temporarily over to Mucklestones.
Hmm.
Well, back in Mucklestones.
Yeah, back in Mucklestones, Toman. I got you on the map here over by the Cavers Guild,
Yes.
somewhere over there. But Sione is going to approach you at some point during the day. This is maybe about the same time, maybe a little bit before the happenings are going on right now.
Nope.
And she basically asks for your one-on-one conversation. And she'll kind of pull you into a side room, assuming that you're going to go with her.
Yeah.
Okay. So she starts kind of leaning in and whispering like she doesn't want anybody else to hear this, but she basically tells you that she learned by eavesdropping on her father. That's Joan Paff, for those of you that are not sure. Here's Sione talking to Toman, and Joan Paff as her father. You guys had him on a little bit of a side journey. It was to be Scylla's future father-in-law, but anyway, she was eavesdropping on her father, and she learned by eavesdropping on him that he knows something about Toman. And now she knows that he has some kind of ties with the Shadowmasters Guild. And she
I was
also
a little nervous. Okay. Is he going to be using this information against me?
she goes, I probably, but don't worry about that. It's not what I'm here about.
Okay.
And she also
I'm
tells you that she has learned of your good nature, the fact that you have been known to donate to orphanages and helping those that are less fortunate in times of need. And she basically tells she doesn't care what you did do or are doing for the Shadowmasters Guild, but she needs someone of your expertise and she needs your help.
Can I help you with? What would you need my help for?
She kind of sighs a little bit, looks around the room again, make sure no one's listening again. She goes, I know my father has some kind of tie with the Shadowmasters Guild. I also know, well, I actually recently found out that my mother did not die during birthing, which is what my father had always told me. Now, I never really trusted my father, but this just makes me trust him even less. I mean, I was hoping that this forced, and she says that kind of with air quotes or a little more emphasis on that,
Right.
this forced betrothing to Silith would be my ticket out of here and away from my father. But evidently, Silith has skipped town without even saying goodbye, motherfucker. Whatever.
He has a way of disappearing. Trust me, I've been part of one of his disappearing acts, and it can be disconcerting. So I understand where you're coming from.
Well, I'm not exactly the one who always, is going to be in favor of a forced wedding, if you want to call it that. But again, I saw my ticket out here. Anyway, regardless, I don't give a shit about him anymore. I need you. I want you to know if you can help me basically collaborate
I'm not
on,
interested in getting married. But no, no, I'm. It's awfully nice of you to think of me that way.
calm
but,
down, Tillman. I'm not here
Okay.
to offer up the goods. Not that you. I mean, you're a much better type than Silith was. I'll give you that. But anyway,
Um,
I need you to collaborate with me, okay? I need to
Okay.
basically help pull off a lie or a deception to my father, so that
Okay.
I need to get to Telflim. Not because of that son of a
Okay.
bitch Silith, but I want to find out what really happened to my mother.
Oh, and that's where you feel the trail is going to be easily picked up and telephone.
Well, supposedly, that's where I was born, and
Well,
supposedly that's where
have
my
some
mother still is.
connections there. I don't see why not. I'm from there. I have most of my connections are there, and I can reach out to some friends, and not only find out if John Path is somehow involved with my group, or to find out if there's anything else going on. But I can also probably find you a safe place to stay while there.
That is great. That is so great for you. And she places one hand on your hand. Says, "You have no idea how much this means to me." I mean, if my mother. Go ahead.
I was just thinking things are starting to wrap up here, and Rufus and I got separated for a while there, and I know it was very hard for him while I was gone. But I just couldn't take him where we were going. So if with things seemingly wrapping up, I think this would be a good time to make that move.
Great. Okay, so
I'm
here's the deal.
assuming you need to leave without your father knowing.
Well, that's part of where I need your help. I'm gonna tell him that Silith has asked for a important meeting with me down in Telflam. So
wait, what?
And he doesn't. My father's not very trustworthy when it comes to people escorting me, and my deadbeat boyfriend or ex-boyfriend is more concerned with his business here in town than he is with me. So I figured with your connections and we can travel together, and my father can be okay with that. So basically, I'm going to lie to my father, tell him that Silas has got an important meeting down in Telflim, and then you and I can head down there.
Well, see, now you're heading into an area where I have a little bit more expertise. Instead of you telling your father, let me be the one to tell your father. I'll approach him and say that I have some information that concerns both you and he, and I will present it as if I have found through sources that Sylvia was located in Teflon, has been seen there, and that I think that you and I should travel there quickly to try to get him and get some answers.
Okay, I won't tell you no.
Being a father, he may be able to see through your ruse easier. I know when I was young, the adults seem to be able to look through my lies easily, especially because they knew me that well. So your father does not know me, so it'll be more difficult for him to discern deception.
Well, he knows of you.
Oh, I'm sure he knows of me. Well, especially what you're saying, but he doesn't know me personally. I have been around him. I haven't had much of a conversation with him. So when deception, there are so many different pieces that help one discern deception. It'll be, I think, easier for me to sell the story than.
Very well. I'll allow that, but let me offer you a little something extra to help with this. And she kind of takes her other hand and places it over top of your hand again, and she pulls one ring off her finger, and she slides it onto yours. Let's just say this one, give it about an hour, and this will help you a little bit.
Okay.
So, long story short, it's a magical ring that basically prevents someone else from knowing whether you're lying or not.
Be very helpful.
He's been my father for a while, so I know how to tell stories, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I'm beginning to believe I do. So why don't you approach your father, tell him that I crossed paths with you in the street. I explained to you that I needed to meet with you too, and I'll come along shortly afterwards.
Okay, very well. All right, so for the rest of you guys, I'm just trying to figure out a transition point for Toman as to why he's leaving the campaign. So if and when the party ever gets to Telflam, there may be more opportunities to bring Toman back in as an NPC or something like that. But just want to give everyone that's had a character like this somewhat of a transition into this next arc.
Where's Toman stashing his bow?
On his back.
For those who don't know, we were in this one-off, and the reward at the end of it was like this most insanely awesome rogue bow. So that's where they came out. Sorry, go ahead.
And Rand's had a hard on for it ever since.
Oh, I did. For sure.
All right, so that's all I want to do in Mucklestone. It's kind of give Toman that opportunity to kind of transition and give Sione a chance to kind of talk bad about Silith a little bit. That no good loser leaving town without even saying goodbye. All right, so let's go back to the other group that was still back on the main group down here. So the main group, the secondary group. Aldum, Vigor, Victor, Nira, Aelin, all you guys have loaded up your newfound magic items and Brevin started leading you guys back towards the gate. Is there any other conversation, role playing, anything you want to do as you're making your journey across the astral plane towards the Mucklestone Gate?
Are we doing I might use some spells to heal some folks. We look pretty battered before venturing into potentially dangerous territory.
Yeah, all your hit points should be reflective of where you ended up in the last session, unless you guys leveled up and maximized them all. Anybody do that?
No.
Okay.
Brevin, that asshole.
I don't think Brevin ever got hit. Him and Nira, and it looks like Vigor never got. No, Vigor got hit a couple times, didn't he?
Nara got hit because the imaginary DM was feeling a little vindictive.
Wait, are you giving me shit?
I said imaginary. I don't know what
okay.
you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Don't take it so personally, Brian.
Hey, Brian, I am actually up 3 hit points.
How'd you manage
Up
that?
3. Oof.
Did somebody cast a healing spell
Just
I don't
now.
remember.
beforehand, maybe?
Diddy might have cast something on you.
Did he brings that
Oh, wait, so-
sexual healing?
Yeah.
92.
If it's Usul, I can lay on hands on him while he's here.
Brian,
Told you
Oh,
it was sexual
no,
healing.
I've got plenty. That's what I mean.
can you tick
No,
hit points
can't
up
do
on Alden, Brian?
Can I do what?
Tick up the hit points on Alden.
By how much?
20 that first time.
Okay.
And then I'll go ahead and just, where are we at? I'll cast it as a level 2 spell. Second. 10. So 30 total
For everybody or just for Aldum?
for everybody in the party.
Okay.
Well, except Brevin.
Okay. All right. He's got the hit points. He's still hurting pretty bad. I mean, he almost died.
Yeah. I'm gonna save some slots though, so I'm down to 7 now. Victor will do a little inspiring speech talking about how kick-ass this trident's gonna be. I won't go into details.
Can
unless
you put on a
need me
trident
to.
show? Can you spin it
yeah.
around for us and stuff?
Oh, I'll do the trident performance.
Awesome.
Try
It's
not
mediocre at
to-
best, but you still gain 13 temporary hit points.
Everybody does, except Brevin again.
Yeah, except actually it's 14 hit points It's only for 6 people, dude. Brevin's like the odd man out.
Stupid
okay.
Brevin.
Leave Usul out. Usul's just fine.
Well, Usul's not
Okay.
even with you. Usul, Diddy, and AS are all together. So all this stuff, hit points he's doing is for the other group.
Oh, sorry.
Also, yeah, man.
So yeah, when it's level 12, 12 plus 2, 14 temporary hit points for everybody.
Okay, let me go into Autumn's sheet and do that for him real quick. Everybody else is here, right? As far as those characters are. 14 temp. Yep, he's got them in there. Okay, anybody else have any kind of role playing or anything they want to do on their journey towards the Milestone Gate?
Added the hit points. Just want. Where's
You broke
did
up. What?
where is Professor P? Did that get role played out or
You don't
when
know.
I wasn't here?
This group doesn't even know Professor P.
No. But the parties did not meet up yet. AS is with them just randomly.
Diddy hasn't even popped into the Mucklestone area yet,
Right.
so he wouldn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody's had any conversation about Professor P up to this point.
It has not been role played through yet or not. That's what I was just wondering. I was like,
No.
And AS doesn't know Professor P, so he doesn't know what to ask.
Correct.
I just want to make sure.
So Diddy and Usul probably think Professor P is fine or dead. I don't know. They don't know.
Probably fine.
They get back
Usul
and like
doesn't
the
care.
whole rest of the party's like dispersed too. Silith is gone somewhere. Toman's gone.
We shall see.
Where did they go?
All right, so if there's no more role playing or anything but this secondary group, guys back at the Mucklestone Gate. What do you guys want to do about this gate?
Are we looking for the demon again? Was that a thing?
No, I'm saying that how you gonna open this gate?
So Diddy's going to use that contact bracelet and try and use the whispers of Leth and try and get through to someone and say, "Hello, anyone on the other side? We need you to open the portal."
You talking about the Nature's Whisper thing?
Yeah, he'll try it.
Okay, so just to recap for everybody, so those work if someone else has one of those in them and they're within 60 feet of you.
Yeah.
Not on a plane.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, are they on 60 feet away from you in a different plane?
So Uso, you're getting like an
so
echo.
he'll
You hear Diddy talking, you also hear his voice through the little things in your ear.
Okay. Okay. So how are we going to get a message to them? I remember. I remembered watching the outside when we did the way to come in. I'll see if I can duplicate that to see if I can get out.
I could try to help you with that. Maybe I remember too.
Yeah, I wrote those things down, but let's see if we can do it as
So
we
you're trying
went
to
in.
activate the portal from this side, right?
From this side, but I'll use the word if I can find if it's like the Stargate. He knows the sequence. Remember, he wrote it down and did a charcoal drawing for that going into this place. He'll just look for the symbol of our world going out of this place, like the
Okay.
prime material plane.
There's going to be a couple rolls here. One to see if you can remember it, and the 2nd one to see if it's even active or not.
Okay, all
So
right.
first things first, to see if you remember what kind of a sequence you need to trace on this thing. Go give me a history check.
Can I help him out with that roll?
Well, explain to me how you help him out on a history roll.
If we start talking it out between him and I with his chalk drawing that he said he had, maybe we
he
can
does,
both look at it together and try to decipher, what the best.
Even
Best
Silent
course of
Bob helps
action.
Jay.
Here's what I'm not going to let him roll with advantage, but I'll let you roll as well, Usul.
Ah, nice.
Okay. And which roll is it?
And history.
History.
Or Arcana. I'll let you have Arcana as well.
I get -1 in both. I'll choose history. Yes, Diddy 11s. You'll go, buddy.
And I've got zeros in both. So we did history. I'll
I'm
go
turning the
Arcana.
paper around going, I remember. Oh, you are much skilled in the ways of the portal. I
AS?
think if we hit
That's
it with our
awesome.
heads.
Portal.
AS, would
Yep.
your character have been paying attention to any of that as you went through the portal?
Obviously
Uh,
not.
No, AS really wasn't. He was kind of like, I mean, he would be suspicious of them, but that's about it.
Okay. All right, Diddy, with that roll, I mean, you got an idea? You're not sure how strong it is, but you got an idea that you think you may be able to duplicate it?
I'll try and remember if he said how many times that we can use it, because if I know it's only like once a day, I'll wait till everyone turns up, because otherwise we'll stop them from being able to come over. But if I don't remember how many times a day it is, I'll give it a whirl now.
With that history roll,
Yep.
you just remember them saying that it works sporadically. You don't remember why or what the sequence was or how often it was.
All right. So I'll say to Usul, oh, buddy, I reckon we need to stay here. It's sporadic, but let me give you a bit of old healing magic, because you look shocking. But I've got 5 flay on. Maybe we should take a rest.
Maybe we should just go through the portal now.
Yeah, I'm reckoning. All right, I'll
Before
try and do
something
that.
comes.
All right, I'm going to give you... Oh, shit, man, we don't have much. No, that's not going to work. I've got 1 greater healing potion left. Do you want it?
Can we not just go through the portal?
All right, let's do that.
I would advise them that we had killed a bunch of demons around the portal earlier, so it's likely they're not coming back anytime soon, anyways.
Man, I'm shocking. I've got 1 magic point left and 1 healing potion left and 5 LA on hands. Okay, man, let's hope we don't get bashed. But he'll try and activate the portal as best we can. I don't know if I'm going to summon something from hell here, boys, but here we go.
You trace Go ahead.
I was going to say, I do offer that I could set up a tiny dome for us to camp in while we wait.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Too late.
Pardon?
I said too late.
No, I'll allow it if you guys want to, because I started saying while the AS was talking.
Yeah.
So why don't you set up the dome and we'll jump into it if anything comes out of the portal? Does it hide us?
It's kind of opaque, and people can't see in, so it might just look like a bubble. I use it to hide a lot. It's fine.
All right, set that up. Get Usul in there. I'll try and activate the portal. If it opens, we're good. If something mean comes out with a pitchfork, I'm diving in.
Sure. So I cast Liamon's tiny hut.
Okay.
Kind of like off to the side.
Okay.
A little.
Refresh my memory how that works. Once you cast it, anyone you choose can enter it, correct?
Yeah. Any creature I want can come in and leave as they please.
Okay. You just can't leave, or it drops.
Yeah, if you pop out, it pops. Yeah.
All right, so you cast it just off to the side a little bit, and Diddy's going to walk up and try to remember and trace the runes in the correct order. Correct? Did we lose Diddy? Did you guys lose me?
No.
No. No, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
Contemplation.
All right, so you guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got 1 spell left. I'll look at Usul. Usul, yes. Have you guys got healing potions or something? Usul looks pretty bad.
I go. Wow. I could probably give you a healing potion. I don't have many left. Or any
just
left.
give him 1. I'll pay you back. I'll give you 1.
Diddy's got a lot of IOUs going on right now.
Diddy's got like $3,000 worth of diamonds on him. Promise.
He does. Yeah, he's
I'll give my 1 healing potion to Usul.
All right.
You gonna drink it, Usul?
Dang right. Yeah.
Okay. Again, we got our new rules. So only take if you use an action like this, it get full, whatever the max is.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? 60? No, 12?
2d4 plus 2, right, guys, for a regular potion?
That's it. Yeah, so 10.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
Better than nothing.
All right, so now Diddy's going to go and attempt to trace the runes like we talked about before, right? And I already rolled for.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So he goes over here. Beep, 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 boing.
So you trace your hand over the runes as best as you can remember. As you're tracing over every one of them, they kind of faintly light up. Like the third one doesn't light up quite as much as you would expect. You get to the last one, and they all kind of flash, but there's no change.
I'll kick the portal. Nah, it's it, not me, right? Just broken. Look around. I'll go, I think I've forgotten the sequence, boys. My chalk drawings got a bit sweaty when Mr. Big Worm was beating the crap out of me. Or, no, it's his blood. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, yeah, look, he bled all over the stuff, and I can't see it all perfect.
Brian, are they on the same plane of existence as us right now?
Who's they?
The rest of the party.
Yeah, as far as you know, yeah.
Okay.
Like this party down here, that's just below you right now on the screen.
Your party, AS's party, his companions traveling.
Yeah.
The people that he actually originally traveled with, the ones that he dumped.
The ones that he burned.
Yes, you're
You
pretty
know,
sure they're on the same
it's-
plane.
Okay. I just need to check this one spell, and then. But Diddy can continue trying and describing why his book is all sweaty.
He said he basically just said it comes into the thing if you let him in. Says, I reckon we wait here. The others must have. Oh, you were with them. Did they learn how to come back from this side?
Yeah, we had Sebastian with us the one time, but I think we could probably figure it out pretty easily. But maybe if I maybe I can see where they are right now and see what they're up to.
You guys know the answer,
I would
right?
expect Brevin. I'd expect Brevin knows the way back. So, and he was there with you guys. As long as he doesn't die, we're in business. But wait! Can you message him? Message Brevin and ask him what the sequence is.
Well, I can't do that. I'm not that kind of a wizard. But what I can do is I can see where they are.
Not that kind of wizard.
Diddy says, "Oh, you're the kind of wizard like my map." Right, gotcha.
I'm gonna begin. Well, it's 10 minutes, anyways. Never mind. It's fine.
I need all three of you give me a wisdom check.
I'm inside the dome, by the way, Brian. I want to make that clear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pop in with them.
The
I'll just
dome
say,
doesn't
you
keep
know,
you from being dumb or not.
Good lord.
Now, so we
Apparently
don't have return potions. Do we? We've lost all of those, so that's not going to work.
Quick
I'm just trying to
question.
think.
Just to pop this out there, Brian. What
Yep.
time of day is it?
Shit, I don't know.
Remember, we were activating the portal from our side at the same time every day, right?
I wouldn't say at the same time. Just whenever you asked Cloudwire to come open it.
Close-ish. Well, no, they were doing. You said they were doing it kind of the same time, and then we just kind of showed up and we're doing. I assumed we were doing the same.
Oh yeah, like every
Yeah,
8 hours.
Yeah, when you first got that, I think it was every 12 hours they were doing, or every 8 to 12 hours. Yeah,
So something like that. Yeah. So
somewhere in that range.
depending how long they're there, poof.
I've got some sending pebbles, but I reckon they're not going to do us any good either. They're paired with Glorand, so I don't think that's going to do any good. Nature's Whispers doesn't work. Diddy's brain doesn't work.
Well, Diddy, roll
So
me a
much
wisdom
thinking
check.
stuff. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
And you saw that wisdom save and wisdom check the same score for you? Because you rolled a wisdom save. I need a wisdom check.
Sorry. Hold on.
Okay, so it's 8 less than 15 is what your roll is. Son of a bitch, guys.
We just got beaten up by a huge worm. What do we know?
All right. Nice
You know
rolls.
what? I'm gonna cast scrying on Victor.
You're going to cast scrying on Victor.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you using as a focus or way to?
I don't have like any clippings of his hair or anything like that, but I am familiar with him. In
Toenails.
fact, I have met him.
Because you are reading the components of that, right?
Oh yes, that's right. It's got the fancy. Oh. I mean, doesn't that just appear in your pack magically when you start and reach level 5?
Not once 1,000 gold pieces.
In which case, I look to the team and I say, "Does anybody have anything valued at 1,000 gold pieces?"
I wonder if the portal would be considered
Yeah.
a focus.
I've got
worth
some
1,000.
diamonds worth that.
Could I borrow one? I need to check on our friends here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can have it if you think it'll work. There you go.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
just give you 1,000 gold, and you know that's 2 soul stones. It's going to be worth something. So
Don't worry,
can
I'll
we
give it back to you.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Oh,
And I
All right, so-
and I hold out. I push my sleeves up, and I hold out my hands, and I'm like, Victor, 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 and then I put my fingers to my head. I am reading your mind. I am reading your mind, and you guys are all seeing this, and I am just focusing very intently on Victor.
Okay. From a role play perspective, I'll ask Rand this, not Victor, Rand. Are you okay with just letting this automatically work, or do you want to roll to see if you detect it and block it?
I don't know, man. So Victor's he has fought the Slotty firsthand only like one time, I think, when we were back in the town
Mm-hmm.
under attack initially. From there, I think that he probably would have tried to get some information about him and heard that they, do scrying and bad stuff. But you got to kind of fill me in the gaps that we haven't necessarily gone over that might have come up in conversation. I think if he suspects that it could be the Slotty, or if he's kind of on edge of something like that, then he's going to try his utmost to prevent it.
Now, this is Brian talking. I don't remember there ever being that conversation with the secondary group about whether or not they knew.
Right, and that's my thing. I know that with Professor P and his group, that was like a huge concern, partially because of Hilton. I think Hilton brought it up like 5 times every 10 minutes.
What about the rest of you guys? You
Which
guys
part
remember
was
having
that?
that conversation with the secondary party? Ever?
No, I do not.
Okay, I don't recall it either.
And then he'll probably play dumb, especially since oh, that was right. I was role playing Diddy, not Victor. Yeah, I'm good with whatever you want to do.
Well, I'm asking you. This is your character, so if you want to make a wisdom save because you're going to try to don't trust it, then go ahead. Otherwise, just let it work. And again, it's not a communication thing. If I'm reading this right, it's just basically AS can see and hear what you're doing.
Yep.
Really creepy.
Your call,
And if any
Rand.
of you can see invisible stuff, you'll see a sphere.
Sorry, bad timing. I gotta get the kid out of here. I'm good with it working, Brian.
Okay, right. I'm cool with it as well. All right. So at this point, AS, when you cast a spell, you probably see the group of people just starting to kind of leave the mountain range. At this point, kind of making their way across the astral sea. Brevin leading them as best as he can with little bits of boulders, whatever's in the astral sea.
Mm-hmm.
What other information are you hoping to gather from this?
I would like to well, I'd like to relay that message that they're at the mountains, because I assume that's where they picked us up, right? That's where this dragon picked us up.
Correct.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, they're at the mountains. It looks like they're leaving. Hopefully they'll be here soon. And is
one of
anybody
them is
saying
bound.
anything there? Like, as you guys are talking?
Does anybody have like
I
a
am
see invisibility thing?
I'm providing an exact monologue of what it is that we're doing and that we're on our way back.
Exact one.
Perfect. So yeah, so I just relay it back to them. Like, they're at the mountain range. They should be here soon. It only took us like 30 seconds on the back of that super fast dragon to get here. So it'll take them like half an hour. They'll be here.
It was like a 2-hour flight from the mountains to where you are.
Yeah, so they'll be here in like 4 hours. It's fine. If it's not 4 hours, it's free. I don't know what that means. That's just coming to me from the space.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I let them know. I'm like, no, it's good. They're on their way. They're safe. We just have to wait it out.
All right. Well, we can just wait here and go for things, and then when our rings of Leth are ready, we can attune to them again and get some more power. Other than that, I'll stand guard. If anything comes, I'll beat it up. You guys support me, and away we go.
Okay. I need vigor.
Yeet.
Roll me a d20.
Just 1d20. That's a 9.
Okay. Good to know. All right, so you got about 3 hours before the other group shows up here.
Okay.
Anything that either you guys want to do, or you're just going to kind of jump forward in time to where you guys finally show up?
Oh, if there's a tent, I'm just gonna take a. Well, for me, I'm an elf. I should be able to take a long rest, right?
Well, if you want to take the full 4 hours, like what AS told you, they're probably about 3 hours away.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll
It's
just
just-
rest then.
Well, I think they're
Yeah.
4 hours away. I'll be honest. That's what, because I wasn't too familiar. I was reading my book on the Dragon Ride, so I think they're definitely 4 hours away.
Well,
I
let's
was
just
reading
rest for the 4 hours.
Okay. Anybody else
Yep.
in the secondary group do anything during that time frame? You're just going to continue to follow Brevin on his path.
I think
Yep.
we're discussing, like, when we get there, and if they can't get in the portal for some reason, and they're all sleeping when we arrive, we should just sneak on past really quietly.
All right, so 3 or 4 hours pass. I'll give you 4 hours, Usul. I'm a nice DM like that. And you guys all arrive back, and you see this little. Can they see the dome, or is it invisible? I forget, AS.
It's not invisible. I believe it's opaque. So
Right.
they
So
see
that's
like
all.
they see like almost like a frosted glass that's a little bit like mossy green to kind of blend in a bit, but they could probably see it.
They can see through it. They can see you guys inside
No,
it.
they can't see inside of it, but they do see the dome. But I can see them as they come.
Okay. All right, so let's role play this a little bit. So as you guys are approaching the portal, you can see this half dome sitting in one spot of it. It's kind of cloudy. You can't see in it. It wasn't there before. Do any of you guys know that spell? Or is it going to be just, what the fuck is this?
Victor doesn't know it.
Seeing them arrive, I kind of poke my head out of the dome and say, "Oh, hello, friends! I found some strangers here." and I like loudly whisper to them, like, they haven't done anything sketchy yet.
You saying that to the 2 people in the dome or the other folks?
No. I lean my head out of the dome and like am whispering it around the corner. Whether they hear it or not, I don't know. But
The dome doesn't stop sound, right?
probably no, likely not.
Yeah, so if you whisper with any kind of, hopes of, of having the intended people hear it, then yeah, the 2 guys next to you are going to hear it as well.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not saying anything bad. I just said they haven't done anything sketchy yet.
All right, guys, what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna be rear to go. I'll be like, all right, guys, let's go. Time to get out there.
Okay.
So who's opening the gate again? I can't remember whose job that was.
I need all the secondary party to give me a wisdom check. I don't know
Which
if
one of us is secondary now?
Everyone except for Diddy, Usul, and Aes, since they failed theirs.
A wisdom
Just a
check?
just a wisdom check.
Wisdom check.
I am
Oh,
wise beyond my years.
So Usul and Victor looks like.
That was a save.
All right, so Victor and Usul, as you guys approach and you see them, I'm assuming at some point during the conversation, you're going to have how we're going to open this gate. Previously, someone was always doing a sending spell back to someone on the Mucklestone side to open it up. Last time that was Sebastian.
We got a Brevin with us, so this time, right?
Does he know sending, though? Which I'm pretty sure he does not.
Oh, I thought he was like the master of this stuff, man.
I'll double check his sheet, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have sending.
Brevin does not. Brevin does not have sending.
I'm going to inspect the gate and see if I can figure it out how to open it.
I can assist
Oh, and
or at a. Oh, never
Sorry.
mind. You probably got it. Never mind.
I'll give you guys my drawing as well, saying it's got a bit of blood on it, but maybe it'll help.
and I touch myself and give myself guidance.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Is that what you think it is?
I do it in a dome in the privacy of my own dome, so you don't see.
Why don't you give everybody guidance and we'll all re-roll it?
I can only concentrate on one creature at a time. God damn it! And I'm concentrating on myself with my mage hand.
Guidance is
Okay.
not
Alright.
a concentration spell.
Is it?
I'll come out with you, and I'll say, okay, here's the writing. Give it a whirl, AS.
Oh, it is concentration. Look at that.
All right, so Victor and Usul, you'll also know that if this fails, if you guys wait long enough, someone will eventually open it up from the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
I already thought of that.
Brevin would know that too.
Yeah, he would.
Who cast? What was it that you cast? Make
The
your
tiny
tiny
make my stats higher. I cast guidance.
guidance.
Yeah.
And that was on AS?
Yeah, I cast it
Okay.
myself.
And Belly doesn't have
Alright.
sending either, right?
No, but Veli's gonna walk up to AS because she's got the higher IQ right now.
I don't know. My IQ's pretty high, bro.
Bro.
You're gonna banish. Yes. No, I like it. I know what you're going with that. You can send someone to their.
Oh, that's a smart way to go.
No, the
And
important thing is
I'm hoping AS is smart enough to know that I'm not trying to hurt her. I'm just trying to banish her to her own plane.
something important about that though. Is this the equivalent location in the other plane, or is it just going to be like, hey, somewhere's way off in Faerun?
It could be anywhere.
Cold Lands.
It
That's what I
doesn't
mean.
Specify. It's like traveling with Sillits. You never know what's going to happen.
So I will just straight up say that anyone casting banishment on AS, he is just straight up going to be like, nope, sketchy as fuck, and resist the shit out of this.
It's a save, isn't it?
Is it a save? Yeah.
Wisdom or charisma saving throw. It's like the only charisma save spell.
Charisma saving throw? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
You need charisma for that to work, right?
Oh,
Hey,
man.
Right, I'll just swap
Do you
out
have
my
counter spell,
items during
AS?
that short rest.
Hold that thought, Diddy. I got to answer. I got to respond to that in a second after we're done with what's going on with AS and Belly here.
Yeah,
Well-
no worries.
Let's see how my charisma goes, guys. And this is how we split the party one more time. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
There you go. Oh, wait, if it's a charisma save, I'm right next to you. You get +4 on it because I give you +4 on your saving throws.
Just for being
Wow.
near him.
I don't think that's
So
going to be
that's
enough, though, is it?
I don't think a
No.
15 is going to save me.
All right.
Wait,
No.
wait. What was my last portent? This is important.
This is important.
I thought
Uh,
it was 2 shitty rolls, dude. Remember?
no, I had one shitty roll. This time I had one shitty roll and one good roll.
Oh.
So, you know what?
Now my
Go
my
ahead. sir.
charisma is 20. So what does that have to? What do you have to be?
What's your spell
Yeah.
DC then? Your spell DC is probably what, a 17?
Fuck it.
Done.
I'm getting banished, guys. Let's see what happens. Oh God!
I just got to figure out where in the F I'm going to put AS.
Roll it.
In fact,
There's no table for
was-
this.
No, just roll a different random place. Pick a city.
I was very much like inspecting the runes of this thing, and I probably didn't even notice.
That's actually a bloody good idea. What did you banish yourself back to your own plane? That's a great idea.
You just come out
Think
somewhere
of-
random though.
Well, it was Veli's character, not Usul's.
Does Veli have banishment?
Yeah, that's who cast that.
Okay, I see it was still in the chat. I want to make sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My roll 20 is still listed as Usul.
All right, AS, let's take this one roll at a time. So roll me a d4. If it's even, I'll say you end up in Muckle Stones. If it's odd, then we'll roll again.
Are you how? Okay. Here we go.
Is-
I'm
then.
giving you a
Jared-
50-50 shot here.
Jeremy Crawford on this says if you cast banishment on yourself on a plane you're not native to and fail to save, you return to your home plane. Who knows where?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, there
Hey, you lucked out. All right. So as you're up, bending over, kind of studying these runes, is this a touch spell, Belly, or is it just range?
No, it's range because
Okay.
I
Range.
tried to cast it before.
So you're concentrating on the runes, and you hear someone behind you. Kind of, it is a verbal thing too, right? Start to kind of cast something. You're like, hey, that sounds like, and pop.
Boom.
You
This feels
disappear,
familiar.
and you reappear. I'll say right next to where the old portal rings were, just outside of Mucklestones. Do you remember that area?
Okay, yeah.
So you just pop, and you reappear right there. So again, you started to recognize the spell at the last second
Yeah.
before you popped out of existence, and the rest of you guys are still standing there going, "What
Well,
Billy just
I mean,
do?"
he's got to concentrate on it for 1 minute. Otherwise, he just pops right back where he
No, it's
Exactly.
not. Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. So that's why like Victor, I'm actually even doing the emote, looking over at Nera and saying he probably deserves this, but he's tired of chasing people. He might go over and smack Usul before the spell ends to try to break the concentration.
I look around immediately and be like, "Oh shit!" And I recognize this. Now, am I on the other side of this gate, or am I further away at actual?
Here, let me switch to the Mucklestone City so I can show you where exactly you
Okay.
are.
Good. That'll help me visualize.
So
you
you
trying to get rid of this character too?
you popped right in here. I'm pinging down here at the lower section. Right down here.
Okay. Yeah. And the teleportation stones. Is that where we came in, or that's something else?
That's the teleportation spell stones that no longer work. Remember when you guys, when the other group showed up here, the
Gotcha.
Slotty were using it, and you guys destroyed the runes so they couldn't be used anymore.
I run as fast as I can to the main gate,
Okay.
and I look for the person we previously encountered at the main gate, who I totally lied to and gave a fake name for.
Hold on, I gotta do math. So you're sprinting 60 feet per round, and this spell goes for a minute before you pop back. So 60 feet times 60 every 6 seconds. So 60 times
He
10.
stays.
You can
he
make
stays-
600 feet before this thing expires.
He's just running in. Open the port. Open the pop.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I'm basically running up and saying, "Oh, I wouldn't say the gem extractor has arrived. I'm very sketchy about that." I would run up and say, "Send Sebastian to the portal so he can open it up." We're here. We're safe though. It is I. Rothburn
before you get-
Megafield.
Before you get too far, I think we really ought to read that spell, because I just noticed that it says,
The Gus Fart
while
spell.
there, the target is incapacitated.
Yep.
If the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the target is banished with a faint popping noise, returning to its home plane. This spell before 1 minute, the target reappears.
No. It's only the demi-plane that it's incapacitated, I think.
Yeah, that's why I'm reading as well.
Yeah, they're separate things.
Okay.
If it's native to the current plane, it's popped to a harmless demi-plane and just chills there, does nothing until it comes back. If it's from its own plane or from a different plane, it returns to its home plane.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Sorry,
Phew.
I don't
I
say
thought
that. I say that my name is Sir Didemeyer. Sir Didemeyer has requested help. Send Sebastian to open the portal.
Okay, I rolled for
Also
4 different
Victor.
dudes there. So you see, they're kind of holding up they got those automated like ballista things kind of pointed at you for a second, and you hear them shout something back and forth and shout something at each other, and then you pop. All right, so before we pick up where that may have gone, I need to answer Diddy's thing. Did you want me to say it out loud, or you want me to whisper it back to you?
I don't care. It's fine. And are we 11th level or 12th now?
It should be 12th level. If you have
Oh,
not
so
leveled
I'm
up before
11.
now, then you're still level 11. Don't do it during the session.
Unless you're Rand.
Cool.
Yeah, Rand will make five characters while we're doing this. So Diddy, to your thing you whispered me. So you know, I'm assuming that when you popped out of the limbo plane, you put that drill back into the pendant.
No, I put it into the bag of holding.
You put the drill into the bag of holding. Okay, that's why I was making
The
sure.
drill in the back. Yeah, because I couldn't keep both of them going at the same time. So I've got the pendant, which I keep on, but I put the drill in the bag of holding, and then I swap out the pendant for the belt. So I can help people if we need it.
Okay, and that was during the little short rest while you guys were in the dome, just the three of you, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm cool with that. Okay, all right. So you guys got a minute to panic or do whatever while AS is not here. Anything you guys want to do? Say, role play?
Well, it'd be less than a minute if the spell ends before a minute or doesn't end at the minute, then he doesn't come back.
Did I read that wrong? I thought after a minute he
Yeah,
pops back.
No.
Only
If it's on a
he
different
stops
plane.
concentration. He stays there, Brian, unless we end his concentration in character.
Oh, my fault then. Okay, retcon that. AS, you do not pop out of existence. My fault,
You just
guys.
stay there.
I misinterpreted the spell. My fault, guys.
It's now if Diddy was gonna go give him a whack, Veli a whack for that, or Usul a whack for that, being like, hey, what the hell are you doing? Then he'd pop back in the middle of whatever he was doing.
All right, so AS is not there. AS is still in Mucklestone, running up to the gates.
Yeah.
Okay, what
You
are the rest
got
of you guys doing?
Looking at my shiny new rapier.
That's fine. This guy disappeared. That's no big deal. So seriously,
Not
nothing.
the first time it happened.
All right, so Cliff Note version then. After about maybe half an hour goes by, you guys watch as the portal kind of pops open. AS, Cudwar, and Sebastian are all on the other side of the portal there, and let you guys enter.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay.
Those
Yes?
of you who are walking through the portal, you see Aeus with his book open, and if you could read it, it would definitely be Veli 1X beside his name.
Good to know.
Just so you know.
Okay. So you guys all.
Okay, Usul gives where Veli takes.
Usul gives Veli what?
I said Veli gives where Usul takes.
Oh.
So they're kind of opposite
Nice.
characters a little bit. So.
I'm wanting to see a little role playing between Usul and Veli right here. That'd be interesting.
I don't know if I can keep it straight. I don't think so.
All right,
There's
so
a reason I don't offer to play two characters at the same time.
okay, is there anything you guys want to say or do as you pop through? Otherwise, I'll bring you guys up to Mucklestone Village. You guys tell me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, let's combine this party, please.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Usul's going to
That's
jump
right.
in the mix
All right, so I got
right in the middle where he always is.
I got one more potential. I wouldn't call it a side quest, but a little side session that will be for Sylvia. So bear with me for 1 second, guys. Sylvia, I think I may have prepped you for this. If I didn't, I apologize, but here we go. So Sylvia, you're in town already. You didn't go with the secondary group to get in there. Where are you at on the map here? I thought I dropped you in here somewhere. Can you ping yourself if you see Sylvia? Or did I not bring her in here? No, right there. Okay.
Yeah, she's down there. Yeah.
All right. So you are walking out of the Cavers Guild, and you see two familiar, one more recent familiar, I guess, thing, and another one is a familiar face from your past, walking down the alleyway of the road here. Let me switch these guys to the token layer. You see the familiar walk or the approaching of a giant armored bear. And you also see a familiar face from your past. Now, I got to ask you this before I get into this. I didn't see how you pronounced his name. You came up with his name. Is it Suin? Suin?
Yeah, Suin.
Suin. All right, so you see the familiar face of Suin walking down the street, and he immediately recognizes you and kind of shouts your name and holds his arms out.
Sylvia, mouth agape, runs over and says, Suin! I haven't seen you in forever!
Yes, I know it, my child. It's so nice to see you as well. I think one of your friends left your little bear friend back in Yeshomar, I heard. I thought I'd bring him along with me and reunite the two. But it's
that's so kind of you, Suin.
It's so nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Yes, it has been far too long. What have you been doing? You've been roaming this whole time?
Well, since you left, I've been kind of watching over the village, to keep things straight. They kind of looked on you as their protector there for a while, so I've been filling that role. But I'm here on some other important news, and I got to talk to you about some of it as well.
Is it the village? Is everything okay?
The village is fine. It's just I got news for you, and I'm concerned about some of the company you've been keeping. So let's go find a private place to talk, shall we?
Yes,
Okay.
let's.
And since Jason's not here, I was going to assume that you and Twig are going to be together. So Twig and Buttercup will get reunited at this point as well, and they'll go off someplace else. Okay?
Excellent.
All right, so Suin, you and Suin, I almost butchered it a few times, are going to find a private spot to kind of sit down and talk. And he starts to kind of open up to you about the real reason why he's here. Just got to find my notes so I don't butcher this, so I apologize. He tells you that he's not sure if you ever knew, but he was once guided by a not very well-known god, and he says the name of Yggdrasil. I don't know if Usul or anybody else has had any conversation with you and said that name before.
I go, is that the big tree?
Well, some people refer to her as the tree. That's true.
One of the travelers mentioned it. I think they was having dreams or something. I'm not entirely familiar.
Yeah, Usul, right?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. Yggdrasil's told me that he has rejected her.
Oh. What does that mean?
Well, it's not exactly a bad thing, but it's not exactly a good thing either.
I put my hands over Daisy's ears.
Not that kind of bad. So, again, you don't know this, but I was once a chosen of Yggdrasil. And for the past 30, 40 years, maybe longer, she's pretty much been dormant. I haven't heard from her. She hasn't spoken to me, but recently she reached out to me again. And she told me about Usul rejecting her, and I've had conversations with Goron and Yeshomar and a little bit with Kudwar here, and I understand that you guys have been traveling together, and you're on this quest to destroy these portals. Is this true?
Yes, we've been traveling quite extensively. In fact, he's one of the few that remain of our party. There's been some trying times, Suin. I tell you, I rescued this Grimlock from the depth of a dungeon, and well, I'm the only thing it has.
Kind of reaches out a finger and kind of scratches the thing on top of the head. So that's pretty peculiar, but I guess there's no harm in helping those less fortunate. But anyway, so anybody that's chosen by Yggdrasil, if they follow her calling, there's going to be danger involved. Now, granted, there are times when it's justified, but to be honest with you, I don't want you anywhere around that. I think you need to sever and cut ties with this Usul fella.
Is it the danger, or is he some sort of like spy? Is he Breaking Bad?
He's. It's not Usul. I don't think it is. Again, I don't know him personally, but I just know that whoever is chosen of Yggdrasil is put into some dangerous situations. I mean, you may not know the stories as well as I do, but the last time these Slotty came around, Yggdrasil was involved that time as well.
Oh, this Yggdrasil doesn't sound like a very good god.
No, Yggdrasil is fine. It's all about balance. If the world becomes too lawful, she brings in chaos. If the world becomes too chaotic, she brings in lawful. If the world becomes too evil, she brings in good. She's always searching for a balance.
Well, do I have time to warn the rest of the party about Usul? I mean, if he's dangerous, they should know.
Well, I have no doubt that some of your friends are probably still going to continue on this journey for whatever reasons that may be, but that's why I'm here. Yggdrasil wanted me to give the mark, and he pulls this little pendant from underneath his robes and presents it to you. It shows it's a. I wanted to share it. It's called the Mark of Yggdrasil. I think I've got that here where I can share it. So if I click show to players, hopefully this shows up for you guys. Tell me if it doesn't.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
Oh, there we go.
Ooh,
It's a
there we
tree.
go.
Top and a bottom.
It's
and it's
the
all
mark.
entwined.
Oh!
Top
So-
of a tree, bottom of a tree.
Nice. There you go. So the long and the short is, if you believe in the tree, you're rooted.
So
I
he
had
shows
to
you
say-
this. Now,
That
obviously,
doesn't mean the same thing here as it does in Australia, for the record.
what's it mean in
doesn't it?
Australia?
Oh. It means you're in trouble, but it also does mean get screwed. But yeah, you're right. What does it mean in the States?
So obviously he's
Yeah,
not
go
sharing
ahead.
with you all the details below the picture. He's just showing you the picture of it, and he basically tells you that this is something he's had for a while, and again, it's been dormant for 50 plus years. But more recently, Yggdrasil's been talking to him again, and Yggdrasil actually wanted him to take this mark to someone by the name of Elowen, I think was his name, Elendral of the Rawlin Brood. Now, this is me out of character real quick. Sylvia, we never did establish where Sylvia is actually from, correct? But it is somewhere near the Forest of Lethir, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so you'd be familiar with the Rawlin Brood. It's basically
Obvious.
it's a group of elves that still reside within the Rawlin Woods was the name of the old forest of where all the demons and Duntharos is now. And there's a small collection of elves that still remain there and still fight off the demons. And that's who this Rawlin Brood is. But Yggdrasil basically told him to bring this mark to this Elendral, the Rawlin Brood, but he didn't agree with doing this because Elendral is known to only care about the well-being of his brood. He says he has no doubt that Elendral would have done Yggdrasil's beating, but he would eventually put the mark to his own personal use. So he tells he knows what the mark can do. He said, I also know what Elendral would. He's pretty much, he'll do anything to further his own cause. And that may be contrary to Yggdrasil's wishes. So from what Cudwar has shared with me, I need to give this to somebody else. And I think your friend Usul needs to second think his decision to reject her. If not, someone else needs to take this.
Oh.
I'm too old, and I won't do her bidding anymore. So it does me no good.
Well, I'm sure we can get it to Usul. I mean, I came back with a different set of party, and Usul and some of the other adventures were left behind, but surely they'll be back any minute now.
Pop.
course you-
Oh, hi.
That's what I'm hoping.
Well, can you stay and tell me some of your adventures from the time we've been separated until they arrive?
Sure, I'd love that, Sylvia. Kind of walk you into the Cabers Guild, order a couple of ales, and you guys will start trading stories back and forth.
I get an apple juice for Daisy.
Okay. Anything else you want to ask, Suine? Otherwise, there'll be more when the rest of the group shows up.
No, that's good for now.
Okay.
I mean, other than the obvious, what's been going on in your life kind of thing. Reminiscing about, asking about the village.
Yeah, I think I said already, he's been kind of watching over it, but said it's time pretty much for you to kind of take on that role. Again, distance yourself from this Usul fellow and come back home. Even during the conversation, he'll even tell you that he'll help you find someone that can help you hone your sorcery skills. So you may have a few people that can help out in that regard.
Most excellent.
And he says the
Sign
family
me
farm
up.
is still there, and you may have more room for this little one to run around free. He'll kind of scratch the little daisy behind the head again. Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, other group. Go make through Mucklestones. Cudwater met you there. Transport you guys back into town. Anything you guys want to do before Cudwater just kind of leads you guys straight to the keep? Because
I'm going to check on my adamantite plate.
Okay.
I'll just press the button on my apply changes. Is that okay for the level? I've got it all set up, ready to go.
It's fine. I'm not gonna have an encounter between now and then, unless you guys go venturing off into the woods.
Speaking of which, hey, how about that woods over there?
No one's going in the woods.
I mean, there's nothing to rob for Vigor here, so it's kind of.
So obviously, as you guys came through the portal, Sebastian would have been there. Cudwire would have been there. He'd been asking you guys about the gem core, if you got it or not. Again, I'm assuming you guys are not going to withhold information, and he'll quickly escort you guys back into town. He still does the blindfold thing. Does that to everybody. Again, he explains it again that this is more not about that I don't trust you, just the fact that I don't want you to be in a situation where you're being tortured for someone trying to tell you where this is. It's better if you don't know. So everybody gets blindfolded, brought back into Mucklestones, and ushered to the keep. And I'm assuming you're going to give the stone up to the gnomes that go working on applying it into the actual talisman. Is that correct?
Certainly am. I'll say take good care of it.
Okay. Cudwire, I tell you, it'd probably take 3 or 4 hours from the complete the ritual, but it shouldn't be any issues or problems.
You've checked all the little boys for little traces of Slarty infection, right? All the people that are going to be using the fixing up the stone, right?
He's like, well, didn't you do that last time?
Wait, hey, you, you big blue boy, give me that back.
Now, I'm going off memory. I think you did do that last time you were here, right?
I did. So I'll just recheck them, make sure they're okay, and then I'll pass it over.
Okay, yeah, no issues. You don't pick up not pinging any bad guys with any of the gnomes in the little lab. Go to work on putting the gem into the talisman itself. All right.
Excellent. I'll do that little bit out of what is it? The Clash of Clans. Ooh, gem. Fireball. No, here you go. The paladin should always have a good beard and a goatee.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
Usul's going to make his presence known as well, and he's going to tell whoever is in charge wherever he's at, he needs to see a priest and an armorer, and in that order.
Usul needs to see a priest and an armorer?
Well, I don't know what movie that's from.
Demon. He's got a demon in the belly.
What kind of priest are you looking for, Usul?
A good one.
Silith?
One that's clean shaven,
Usul is wise. He would figure out
egg free.
Any priest could probably do it, but a high ranking priest.
Okay, so let me as I'm noodling on this, to answer Victor's question, you pop your head into the armorers and find out the status of it. And
I'm gonna just tell him make it out of regular material instead of adamantine, based on what you've shared with me. I don't want my character to die of old age before his armor is completed.
and he'll tell you, I've got an old set of plate armor in the back that's already, normal plate armor.
I'll go ahead and purchase it. I'll even let him keep the additional that I get.
I think you gave him 1,500 up front, right?
I gave him 1,500 up front, yeah, but I told him I'd give him an extra 500. It's up to you.
It's your money. I mean, he'll obviously take the 1,500 for the plate armor and be happy.
All right, cool, done.
All right. He's like, well, I didn't order the adamantine yet, and he came back a lot quicker than I could get my word out. So I guess this works out well.
Perfect.
All right, so you got a set of plate armor for 1,500 gold. Okay, so
Now that's value.
all right,
That
so
is value.
Usul, would you have gone to see a priest before you went and saw Kudwar and handed off the gem?
No.
Okay.
No, that would have been priority.
Okay, so as you guys are handing it off,
Because that
go ahead.
Actually, Diddy will
because,
tell him, no, go see. Diddy will say to you, no, go see the priest. If that demon inside you sees what we're doing, off you go.
Would you have accepted that,
Yeah,
Usul?
I think he would actually. That makes a little bit of sense.
All right, so as you trying to ask around for a priest, the little voice inside your head, Usul, is like, what are you doing? This won't work. I'm in here. I'm staying here. I am yours, you are mine. No priest is going to get me out. I told you how to get me out. Did I share with everybody how to get him out, or just with Usul? I forget.
Is it polymorphum? It worked with the slotty, right?
So Don, you tell me, did I share that with everybody, or just with you? Or do you remember? Does anybody remember?
The dragon would have shared. No, I don't recall. Honestly, I don't even recall how to get.
Yeah, I didn't write anything down about it.
Okay. Do you remember me? I think I told you via email, Don. So it's up to you whether you want me to say it out loud now, or if you want me to keep it a secret between me and you. It's not going to be campaign breaking.
Just the two of us.
But your call, Don.
It is going to be campaign breaking.
No, it won't be campaign breaking for me to everybody.
Oh, no.
It's out
Yeah,
of
go
the-
right ahead.
All right. So basically, the demon told you that
You and
his master is overseeing the portal. It's in the Fortress of the Half Demon. And his master
You
says,
want to get us?
Oh God!
if you free his master, then he has no need to have you anymore.
Or we just kill Usul.
Again, this is what Usul knows, not what the entire party knows. It's up to Usul whether or not he shares this information
He
with
can
anybody.
fall on his sword.
Plus, there was one other thing I'm pretty sure I told you in private that his master can do for you, right?
Yep.
Remember that part?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we will keep that secret unless you want to share it, as everyone makes triangles.
No, I'm not going to share any of that because I know that there are priests out there that can do things with demons. Usul is wise. He's like, whatever bullshit demon you say, I don't care.
Okay. All right. So as far as priests here in Mucklestone, who are you asking? Kudwar, I'm assuming? Quit making pentagrams!
Anybody that looks to be in charge, I'm going to be asking them.
Okay.
Every person that could be in charge, I'll ask them. Where's the highest ranking priest in this town?
Okay, so I'm going to first give you my answer out of the top of my head. Mucklestones is not known for clerics. They are the druid type. So any cleric that would be here is probably from out of town. So Sebastian is probably the only one that is technically a cleric.
Victor is a cleric.
Victor is good cleric.
And I'm not sure if Cudwar would even know that. Because I don't think you've done any kind of clerical things in front of Cudwar. Or shared that you are part cleric, correct?
I mean, he probably has like a holy symbol and stuff like that, but
Okay. All right, so he'll share that with you as
Um,
well. But then the bottom line is there's not like a temple or a place for clerics here in Mucklestone.
got it.
But Victor's a cleric?
Yeah, Victor's a cleric.
He cast it?
If Rand's character's not a bard, he's a cleric.
Victor can cast. What's the spell? He's got lesser restoration. That's about as high as it goes. He's only got level 2 spells.
He's
He
not
doesn't
enough
sound like a
cleric.
very good cleric.
Hey, look, if you want to get married to someone, he can ceremony you. Just give him like a day to sleep on it.
Ceremony, yeah. That's excellent. You are a level 2 cleric.
He can wed you and the demon. Yeah, that's it. That way you get half of everything.
The fist. Never mind. Never mind.
All right, so what do you want to do with that information, Usul? Anything?
Well, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna ask Victor, and I'm gonna have to ask Sebastian both.
Oh, wait a minute.
If they know of who the more competent cleric is, because I need one.
Okay, so you don't know for sure if he's a cleric or not, but you do know somebody that is quite generous with the healing. Your girlfriend? Or is that Veli's girlfriend? I forget. Is it Veli or Usul? It's
Veli's
Veli's girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah.
Use yourself to save yourself.
Yeah, so Codwar will share that they've had some other, visitor in town more recently that some of these other folks that you're not hanging around with showed up in town with. That he's heard rumors that she's a healer, so maybe she's a cleric. So, you doing anything with information, Usul?
Yeah, I'll have to start visiting all these places.
Okay. So as you're making your way around town trying to find Sebastian or Vicera or whoever the other one was, maybe Victor as well, are you going to ask Victor about it? Regardless,
Oh yeah.
Cudwire is going to put the word out that there's a visitor here that wants to see you, Usul, and he wants you to meet at the keep as soon as possible. So you're going to disregard that and keep searching, or do you want to go?
Yeah, I'm searching.
You say fuck Cudwire, basically. Is that what you're saying?
Well, if whoever comes to tell me that there's a message for me,
Well, imagine he's going to tell that to at least Diddy and the group that's there when you guys present the Gem Core extractor.
Okay, and most people know that I have a demon, right? Well, at least Aes does, and Diddy knows.
Diddy does, yeah, I know.
That's up to
and
you.
I'll tell them both. Well, because they were with me with on the dragon.
Right.
Yeah, I detected him. Remember, I blasted him, so I know he's got it.
Yeah, and so I'll just say, hey, you know where I'm going to be. I'll catch up as soon as I can.
Is it greater restoration? What spell didn't last time we go through went some kind of Lemmy Winks spell to get him out, or?
Actually, Usul has greater restoration. I don't know if that'll help though.
He can cast on himself.
I don't need no damn cleric.
Be gone.
So Sylvie, you know that Suin's wanting to meet with Usul as well. So whether or not you try to talk Usul into seeing him or not is your call.
Yeah, I would point out. I'd be like, "Hey, listen, I kind of pull him aside and I go, listen, I know who's looking for you, and it's really important you talk to him." I take him as a trusted advisor,
Yeah.
and
And
he's given me the details, and I think you should really talk to him. And who knows, he might even have greater restoration. I don't know. He's a very mysterious man. That's not mysterious, but he's well traveled.
You know, from the sounds of things, he might be my best bet. I'll actually go with you. Let's go.
And they were never heard from again.
Well, that was easy.
I'll say to you, why don't I try one of my spells I've got on you that might be able to help you from the demon? But what I was reckoning is if we cast this on you and then cast banishment, if it works, he should pop back to his plane and you should stay right here.
I have a weird hypothetical question here. Thinking as Aeus, if I cast magical circle and say that demons cannot cross it, and I cast it around Osul, and then Osul walks through, would that
Alien
leave
from Ripley and Sue,
behind?
or Alien 3.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, not that Aeus
Well,
knows about this demon thing, but hypothetically speaking,
I think I just stopped though.
Bounce off it.
From a character knowledge standpoint, unless you are a high-ranking cleric, you're probably not
Oh,
going to
I
know
am
the
not.
answer.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't have the spell. All right, well, Diddy will touch
Well, I have
him
magic
and
circle. I have magic circle.
then that might be working. Yeah,
I
I've
think
got
you
magic
just
circle
trapped
too,
me.
so
That's how I think it would work. But
Okay.
I'll do this on you anyway.
I'm certainly no DM, so
All right, so you're casting that on Usul?
Usul to see if he can snap out of this possession. Okay, come on, buddy. You're possessed. I'm trying to sort it out, and I'll say, in the name of Eldath, be gone, fell beast.
Okay,
'Cause I
so
like my friend Usul.
so did you place a hand upon Usul? Where are you doing this at? Out in the middle of the street? You guys going somewhere? What are you doing?
I think we better get into at least holy ground so we can blast the heck out of it if it turns up, and just warn a few people. So
Where
if
are
there's
you
just
going
a
for
few
holy ground?
commoners
This guy
around-
doesn't tell me there's no clerics in this town.
Oh, there's no clerics. Oh, no.
temples.
Well, then we'll go.
There's a small shrine in the bar.
So we'll just go.
There's always holy ground in Highlander.
I know where we can go. Remember where we set the horses off? So they were in the stables. That's probably the easiest place to go.
Okay, so Diddy wants to take you into the stables.
Yep.
Who else going with this?
Least amount of collateral damage, buddy.
I guess the first question:
Victor's just amused. Victor's gonna watch this. He
Hold
won't
on.
miss it.
Hold on before Victor says that. So at this point, Usul is only people that know is Aeus and Diddy, unless Usul chooses to tell somebody else.
I thought he just
I
chose
have
to tell
not.
Victor.
Well, he was talking about knowing that Victor is a cleric, but I want to make
gotcha.
sure I'm clear on this. Who all have you told at this point, Usul?
I have not expressed this at all. I've been talking in oblique language about needing the best priest I can find.
Okay.
Out of character, it's probably best no one tells Victor that these demon things lay their eggs inside people, or he's probably never going to continue.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
So who's with us when I'm thinking about doing this thing in the stable?
That's why I'm asking if Usul is having this conversation with you in private, or you guys are all in the open. And I'm trying to make sure I'm clear on this.
Oh, well, I mean, Diddy's a good guy, right? So he'll inform the people that are trying to help us. He'll say something might come out. It's going to be a demon. We just need to worry about it because it's in there. I need your help. Get ready to fight it.
So, Usul, you're okay with Diddy telling everybody there's a demon inside you?
No.
I look at him and I go, man, we got to tell them because if they don't know what to defend against.
All right, so here, I'm a DM rule this. You two are having a private conversation, Usul and Diddy, just you two, about this.
Okay.
Am I there listening in, Aeus? Because I know that he's possessed, and Aeus's wheels are turning, and I have a theory about possession that may or may not that possession involves magic.
I'm going to leave this up to Usul and
Okay.
Diddy to answer this, whether or not they would include the new guy in their
All
conversation.
right. Well, he's a good friend of mine,
Diddy.
Usul. So it'll just be me and him, and I'll say,
Okay.
buddy, you should try and tell. Yeah.
Now, sorry, did I
Diddy.
notice them sneak off?
Diddy.
Yeah. Yes.
Diddy.
Yeah.
That's what the priest is for. Let's find the priest first, and then we can make a game plan.
But I have a spell that'll help you.
The priest.
And
The priest has, and you and the priest can discuss it and come up with the best plan.
all right. So you want me not to say anything? Well, you're my friend. I'll do what you ask. But
Thank you,
if we
Diddy.
do
You're
it,
a worthy
if we do-
servant.
he nods. He says, "If we do it around people, though, we should inform them just in case it pops out. You don't know its name or its intention. What does it want to do?"
I take that
They're
as being Usul.
demons.
Go ahead.
They do what demons do.
But do you know what this one wants to do?
No, not yet.
I'll insight you. See how far gone you are. Because I have to, right? Because I know demons. He's done a whole bunch of demon classes. So he'll try and see if he's lying. You're probably a much better liar than I am.
Whisper,
a
whisper
finder
it
out
to
of
me,
truth.
Diddy.
Done. Coming
and
your
then-
way.
Usul, you whisper to me, however you're trying to portray this.
I just want to live. That's what he says.
What does he say? Like, I want to live. Sorry, Diddy.
Okay, I'm just waiting for Usul to finish typing.
Was that the
up.
wonderful? Was that the wonderful life quote? Was that? Is that what that was?
Mhm.
I want to live.
Yeah.
It was, but apparently not.
So
Or
I
that
don't
other
see
line
anything
where he
yet.
says-
Are you still typing? Don, you still there?
He can do the
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just typing.
Okay.
You could do that Joker line, remember? He says, "Why don't we just all try and get along?"
You mean switch over to a private channel? It'd be easier, or you want to keep typing?
Sure. Yeah, that'd be easier.
Okay. All right. 1 second. I'll switch you over to the other thing here. Hold on, guys. We'll be right back.
It works.
All right. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Hey, Usul is freaked out right now. He's like, he realizes now that the experience on the boat may have actually been Yggdrasil, and he's lost his mind, and he thinks that this demon has been responsible for all these things. And so, you still there?
yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay. And so he's like completely wants to go and completely truthful and wanting to find the best person that can get this demon back. To get this demon out, because he wants to get back to normal and get back on the good graces of Yggdrasil.
Okay. So does that mean
So
you
he's-
want Diddy to know, or you don't?
No, he wants to just tell Diddy to chill out, and he is completely like, "Hey, Diddy, I appreciate you trying to serve me, but the best thing you can do right now is to help me find a priest, and we'll figure this thing out."
Okay. And I get that, but
Yeah.
he was inciting you on whether or not you knew what the demon wanted.
Oh,
And when you said no, you have no idea. That's what I was
Right.
referring to as far as, how do you want to do that? You want to, I don't know if you really do know. Well, you should know because he told you.
yeah, he told me, and I'm gonna just continue to put it off as, you know what? We just need to get this demon out, and to hell with whatever it wants.
All right. So I need you to give me a deception roll whispered to me, and then I'll tell Diddy whether or not he can detect whether or not you're being truthful or not. Are you cool with
Okay.
that?
Yep.
Okay. He whispered his insight roll to me, and I want you to whisper your deception roll to me. And if you want to have this conversation, you know, just talk about with Diddy, do that in the open. Say, okay, all I want is you to help me find a priest. If you're okay with that, I'm assuming you're at least putting that out in front of everybody, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Anything else before we switch back?
Yeah, I rolled it on my table. I got a 35.
You didn't whisper it to me.
I was just kidding. I said I rolled it on the table here, and I got a 35.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. On that
Hard
D40,
hard to
right?
do when you're right.
All right, let's switch back to the main thing, and you roll me that one more time. You get it with advantage.
Oh, whew. Okay. Deception.
Okay. All right. You don't know what he rolled. He doesn't know what you rolled. We're going to switch back, and I'll give him his answer. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
So
Okay.
my I don't know, step grandma. I don't know what you'd call that, but I guess Grandma Sharon,
okay.
she got it. But she's
Okay.
recovered.
All right.
Cool.
So I want to recap. So what my perception? I didn't roll it, but what I believed was asked of Diddy. You asked. No, Usul told you. You asked Usul if he knows what the demon wants. Usul pretty much said, "I have no idea what he wants," and that's when you said, "I'm gonna roll insight." So
Yeah, I'm going to insight him to see if he does know what the demon wants.
Okay. All right. So I don't know if I want to put this out in the open. What you think? Are you going to share it with everybody what you think, or are you going to keep it to yourself?
If I feel like he's possessed of a demon, 100%, because it's a good act. I'd have to tell my friends what's happening.
Okay. You and I are going to switch to private chat.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Sorry, guys. We'll be right back.
Grievously sober.
All right. So based on your role and his role, again, you're inciting whether or not he believes if he knows what the demon wants. You're not 100% sure
There we go.
if he knows.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
I didn't hear all that, but he say it.
Oh shit! I was telling Usul. I brought Usul in here, didn't I?
You did.
Oh, I thought you were including me. Yeah.
No. Well, I am now.
I didn't hear the first bit though. So what was happening?
Based on what you rolled and what he rolled,
Mhm.
again, you asked him. He basically told you he does not know what the demon wants. That's what you're inciting. You're not 100% sure if he truly knows what the demon wants or not.
Okay. All right.
I know it's a kind of a middle of the road answer, but it was a middle of the road roll.
All right. So I'll ping him again and just see if the demon's still there.
You think I banished it myself?
He doesn't know. He's just he doesn't know if it was just a one-time thing. So he has to be sure that you've still got.
Nah, if you ping him, he's definitely still got that vibe of, again, it's not like he's a demon, but you get a sense
Yeah,
of
it's
his,
inside. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right. Well, I'll say Usul. We can wait for the priest.
Can this be out in front of everybody, or just going to be a private conversation?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, let's move back to the main one then.
Yep.
Instead of 16.
Okay, gang's all back. So go ahead. What do you want to share there?
So who's actually with us at the moment? I just see AS in where we are.
Well, when we first started talking, you and Usul kind of went off on your own, having this conversation. Is what I interpreted that being.
All right. Well, I'll just sort of say to Usul, well, look, the demon's still there. I can cast a spell on you that will help, but if it comes out, what do you want to do? Do you want to just beat the hell out of it? I think that's probably best.
It's in his body to be beat the hell out of him.
No, I'll say if I can. No, he says, well, I'm thinking let's there's two of us here. We're out in the sticks here. Or do you want to go inside? We talk to a priest, and if he says he can't do anything about it, then what we do is we get all of our friends together, come outside so it's not dangerous. I'll cast my spell seek
and beat
get
me
it
to
out.
death.
No. What I'm going to do is give you the ability to reject the devil, the demon. Right?
He's going to put his head on your forehead, hand on his forehead, and say, "Out, demon."
That's it. I'm going to I'll help exercise it. and get it. Yeah, it'll have a run. But look, if I think it's best that we do this amongst all of our friends, because
That's fine.
if
Let's go find a priest though, who might have
Okay.
some experience.
All their friends are gone.
I'll say,
You know, like,
yeah,
fuck those guys.
this is your life, so I will honor what you say. Let's go find a priest. But Kid, are you okay to look with AS? I'm just going to go and do something. He sort of winks. And I'll be back. I've just got to go to the keep.
You're telling AS that you mysteriously have to leave and wink at me?
No, I'll say to both of you. I'll say I've got to go and do something.
Hold on. AS
He'll
is
come
not
over to
there.
AS.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, okay.
It's just you and
so we're
Usul.
sort of over here somewhere. All right. Well, I'll just lead Usul to the nearest priest then.
I thought we were
As
also
well as we
going
can
to
find.
that other place to see that guy.
Suine. That's what Sylvia asked you to do.
Yeah, let's go and see him. He might have some good information for us.
All right,
He
so,
might be a higher, powerful priest.
so that's where you guys are going next? Going back to Suine?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say to him, now, if you talk to people, please tell them about the thing inside you, right? So they can defend themselves. It's unfair if you don't.
Okay. Are you guys trying to avoid the rest of the group? Go in private? Or you want to go meet this guy with everybody? Because again, Sylvia's already met
I'm
him.
happy to go. He's happy to go with with all of his friends.
Usul, what do you say?
I don't care at this point. This thing needs to get out, and I might have mentioned this before. I want this thing out. I need to make amends.
All right.
Are you giving birth?
Whoever
My wife said something similar.
whoever wants to be with them, move yourself over here close to Suine over here, back in the keep.
So Vigor has nothing to do with either of those characters, so he's like, whatever.
Okay.
Is that
Brian, have you-
Vigor could
been a
maybe
long
offer to
time
cut
since
it out
I
of him?
read?
I'm sorry, Rand, what?
Has it been a long time? Like, are we tired? I mean,
It's been at least 7 or 8 hours since you first went through the portal looking for them.
oh, okay. So not that long. It's not like been a day.
And
or
most
so.
of the day. I mean, it's probably been maybe 9-10 hours max since you first went through the portal into the astral plane.
Got it.
Okay. So who else is going with them? Move yourself over by Suine, whoever's going with them to meet with him.
I can't select my token for some reason.
Aha.
Do
Ah,
let
they
me check
approach the group and does they basically? If I'm not told about it, I'm not going. But if I'm told that there's a demon, then that's going to intrigue my scholarly side, and I'm going to want to go along to take. So it really comes down to how would I know that this is happening? Was it discussion?
Is that you speaking as Tolman or are you speaking as Aolin?
Yes. If Aelin doesn't know, he's not going to be there. If he hears something about a possession in an exorcism, he's going to want to be there for the learning aspect of it.
Well, I'm assuming at some point when you guys came back, you would have been at least reacquainted with your original party. You know, with Tolman, with Sylvia, well, Silith's gone. Twig, you would have been reacquainted with them. So it's whether Usul and Diddy or even Sylvia want to bring them along or not. You guys' call.
So Diddy will just wait for Usul to tell them because he's already made an agreement that Usul should tell anyone who's around what's going on, and he's already said he'll do that. He just wants to get rid of this creature.
Okay. And Diddy, you should have access to your token. Just verify for me now.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. All right. So if I'm reading this map right, I see Nira, Usul, Sylvia, Diddy, Victor's going.
Sure.
Okay. Is that it?
Use that trident.
Okay. All right. So I'm assuming Sylvia is going to want to kind of introduce you, Usul. And Sylvia, if you want to take the introduction, you can, or I can take it. It's up to you.
Yeah, sure. Guys, this is Suin. He's the
the stranger I told you about. Well, he's not really a stranger to me, more to you. I've known him my whole life, and well, I quite frankly I trust him. And he did say that he had something for you, Osul. He says he knows too about what was the god's name again?
You asking Suine or you asking Brian?
Well, I'm asking Brian because I didn't pick it up.
Yggdrasil. Can you
Idris,
spell
and
it
I
for you?
go,
Doesn't
no,
help if
that's
I spell
okay.
it. Makes it
Uh,
worse.
So he Idrisil has reached out to him. Is that right, Soon? And well, it feels like something along the lines of you're straying further from God's path every day.
What is this Suin's race?
Elf.
Wood elf?
Yes.
Okay. Ustil's going to speak up. What do you know of Yggdrasil?
And he'll do the same thing I did with Sylvia. At first, he'll pull out the symbol, the pendant, which you should recognize, right, Usul?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that'll sway me quite far, I think.
Right. So he's basically, I think I said this out in front of open of everybody. He'll basically repeat the same story he told to Sylvia. The fact that he was once a chosen of Yggdrasil, but she's been dormant for like the past 50, 60 years. And she only speaks to him when things are out of balance. And Yggdrasil wanted him to bring the mark to this other individual, which he didn't agree with. So he found out about you. Well, he knew about you from Yggdrasil, but he also found out about what exactly you guys were doing with conversation with the Goron and the Eshomar and also with Kudwar here in town. And he thinks that you need to rethink your dedication. It says Yggdrasil can be demanding. She can force you down a path that you don't always agree with. But again, she's always about balance. And he'll actually go a little bit deeper into some of this balance thing, which I don't think I went with Sylvia. He'll talk about the fact that, where's my notes? So I don't miss this. The fact that about 100 years ago, this entire region outlawed resurrection. The fact that certain large cities within this realm only allow the worshiping of certain gods. There were some other things. But basically, all these laws were restricting people from free will. And that's when Yggdrasil started to speak to him again. And so she's trying to balance things out in some way or regards to that. And she didn't tell him this, but he thinks the Slotty is part of that, of trying to bring balance back. We were too far on the law side. The Slotty were bringing it more to the chaos side, but now it's apparently tipping too much to the chaos side. And at that, he unbuttons his shirt, and you see the same mark of that pendant, kind of like a branding on his chest. And it's at a certain angle, and he explains to pick it with you, so but anyone's listening there, says this marking on my chest hasn't changed in 60 years. But about a month ago, it started tilting one way. And this is my recognition, or Yggdrasil's way of telling me that things are out of balance now. And she wanted me to give this mark to somebody else, but I don't trust him. From what Kudwar tells me, from what Goran and the Circle tell me, this is your quest. But you can't reject her again. And he hands you the mark.
Okay. And I'll say, your tools from your clan or tribe are much richer than what I had at the tree's base. But we are indeed out of balance currently. And I'll say it low to him. There is a demon inside of me, and it has caused me to do things.
Stop. Take 28 8 points of necrotic damage, Usul.
Ooh.
As the demon starts kind of screaming in your head. Just quiet!
You freaking
Quiet!
melting, dude.
I told you what we need to do.
Is it 28?
Yep.
Don't forget you had temporary, didn't you?
No, because
No.
this is
Other
Usul. That was Valley.
Oh.
Okay. And I'm sure that might have left enough. I mean, that was like a third of my hit points. So I'm sure that kind of staggered me a little bit. And in front of this.
Yeah, everybody else give me a perception check.
Yep. I'm just waiting to put that lay on hand, the thing on him. All right, perception. Come on, baby. Ooh,
That was for Sylvia, by the way, not AS.
Yeah, I get it. And who else was there?
Come here.
1, 2,
no, that
3, 4.
I accidentally sent straight to you, buddy.
That's fine. Okay. All right. So yeah, everybody except Victor. You guys watch as Usul kind of crunches up like he got punched in the gut. But he closes his eyes for a second. His eyes open up, and for a split second, his eyes are like just jet black. He blinks again, and they're back to normal.
All right, Diddy's gonna say, "Okay, guys, there's a demon in him. I need you guys to fight, and I'll just put my hand on him and cast the protection from evil."
Oh, nice.
Chamber in the keep. And he'll call that out. He goes, "There's a demon possessed." He'll call it out to everyone around. And he's just trying to warn innocent people to get away. But I'm telling all of our guys to get ready.
Let me scroll
And I'll
back up
see if
and
this
read your thing again because you had it earlier,
Oh,
right?
I'll chuck it to you again if you want. There you
No,
go.
I got it. I see it.
Okay, then.
I heard you could just use Lysol to banish a demon from a body.
You can, but I ran out.
If you drink it.
Be gone, foul beast, says Ginny, in the
Okay.
name of Eldeath.
It doesn't
I
say
summon the spirit of Mr. Clean.
but it doesn't say what kind of save
That's
he's
it.
got to make to get out of it. So I guess that's up to me, right?
Yep.
Okay. Roll me a. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Roll me a d20, Usul.
Who?
Usul.
D20. Okay.
Oh shit. Oh, Diddy. As you place your hand upon him, Usul drops to his knees this time, and he lets out a loud, blood-curdling wail. And you watch his eyes turn black, and a little bit of blood comes out the side of his eyes. Take 27 more points of necrotic damage, Usul.
All right.
And you hear
Can
the
I
voice
cast
inside you
another
again.
spell?
Usul says, "Tell him to stop. Tell him to stop. I will kill you and bring you back again. Tell him to stop."
And that's exactly what he's going to do. Usul is going to yell, "Stop!"
So did he get to see the guy's black eyes?
I don't think he's gonna stop.
Yeah, if you put your hands on him, you definitely saw it.
Okay, all right. Then I cast this as soon as I see that, and hope to hell this works on him. Where is it? I'm going to cast Compel Duel on it. I'm going to get it to fight, if I can, if this actually could work. It does get a save, though. So he's going to go, right, you little bastard, get out of there. DC 16. It's only verbal.
Okay, Usul, roll me a d20 again.
Oh, this might actually be the demon needing to save. If I see him.
It says this creature you can see.
There's a roll.
Okay, Usul, you have this uncontrollable urge to kill Diddy. You two can roll initiative. I guess technically everybody can if you want to here.
Okay.
Oh, I'm happy to put Usul down. I'll stun that bastard.
I'm pretty sure all everyone else sees is it looks like Diddy's trying to heal him, and then fucking Usul goes batshit and starts attacking Diddy. This is what the party sees.
Thankfully, you saw the black eyes as well.
Pretty much.
Bleeding black eyes might give away a little.
And then just starts like screaming and scratching at Diddy.
Also, I think we got the dick. No, maybe we're not.
Here's what I want before fighting starts. I want everybody that's there, give me a... How do I do this? History or nature check. Elves get it with advantage.
What about a half elf?
Elf?
I'll give you a +4 to your roll if you're half elf.
History or nature, you said?
Yep.
Victor's
God, I
like,
rolled
it's a
pretty good for a
stick.
-1.
You want mine,
Just
Usul,
getting
as
my
well?
crit ready.
No, it doesn't matter to you.
Man,
It matters
Victor,
about
you.
you.
Gary rolls going on, Victor.
No doubt.
Okay, is that everybody that's there? I'll roll for Suine just for the hell of it. Yeah, he rolled a 4. All right. What we got here? We got a 5, a 15, and a 19.
A
Well,
17.
23.
17.
You got a
Oh, history. Okay, yep. All right. So the 17 and the 19. As you guys watch Usul's eyes kind of turn black again, both of you guys recall that there's a certain race that has eyes like that. And it's Drow.
And Usul's turn.
Oh, I didn't put the initiative order up. Sorry, my fault, guys. Hopefully you guys are in there.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Does Usul not get a reaction then?
You're not going to
Punch yourself
see
in the
the
face.
black of your eyes. All you have is this uncontrollable urge to fight and kill Diddy.
Right, before everybody
Don't
else
worry, everyone gets that.
realizes what's going on.
Yes.
I've had this urge,
Yes.
and
you,
so
you get a surprise round.
I go. All right.
Can we tell that? Can I tell what spell did he cast on him?
Is it in your spell list?
No, it's paladin only, I think.
Okay,
I
it's not in your
can't
spell
select
list, then
my
no.
character, but that's my initiative for Sylvia.
You can't select your token?
No, I cannot.
What the hell? I did the same with Diddy.
Oh, I don't know.
It says you got access to it. Try it again.
I'm trying. Okay, there we go. Nope. Nope.
Well, I can
Okay,
add you
there
in
we
there.
go.
I got you in there. 7 is what you
Okay,
got, right?
Thank you. Yep, 7.
Okay.
The highest number above 6.
All right, Usul. What you gonna do in your surprise round?
I'm sorry, guys, but if I play this correctly, this might be a little painful. Usul is just gonna get a complete look of he's just relishing this moment with his black eyes and his demon look and his druidic smile of smugness, and he's going to cast
Please be a cantrip.
You whispered it to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You mean kind of tell him what it is? You want to roll it out in the front and open everybody?
Oh, well, they should be able to read it. So
Okay. So you gonna roll it again then, so they see it? There you go.
yeah.
All right. So everybody's got to make a intelligence save, right? Or
Thanks for doing that. My helmet
Um,
gives me half damage from psychic damage. Nice.
Hey, I got a paladin compatriot, so I get what, +4, did he?
Yep, y'all get
You
plus
do,
4.
yep.
Sweet, 17.
Now, does the drow thing in his head get fried?
is it +4 or D4? Did he?
+4.
No, it's
No, it's
straight.
+4.
It's
Plus
his
my
cha-
charisma, yeah.
Okay.
Charisma modifier. It's fantastic. I miss my paladin. Curio was a good guy.
And what's the
Super
DC, Usul?
My spell DC is 17.
Okay.
Sweet.
Ooh, wow.
So Victor gets a partial. He is
Partial.
saved.
Didn't I make it?
17 is the DC. So remember, we got to do glancing blows.
Yeah, but for Victor, the creature has to have an intelligence of 2 or more.
Oh, that's true.
All right. So Aes made his save.
Well,
and-
Sylvia, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Sylvia. Does so Aes on the chat thing. So it means you take half damage. So roll the damage. Usul?
8d6.
Correct. So everybody takes, holy shit. Everybody takes
It was
28.
8d6, and so I did 4 and 4.
That's fine. So everybody takes 28 except for Aes, who takes 14. And you guys all have this. Oh, sorry. Victor got a blink glancing blow. So Victor, you take half of that. 14. And you have muddled thoughts for 30 seconds, not a minute.
Okay.
Make sense?
So everybody's muddled?
Except for,
I don't know. Just on a failed save, it says I have muddled thoughts. If I made it, I think maybe taking the damage, but not the.
You took half damage, and you only muddled for half the time.
Sorry, Brian.
Okay.
Sylvia would have had a long rest since being transported back by Silith, right?
Transported back by Silith.
Yeah, because Sylvia came back into.
Oh, correct.
Mucklestone.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That is correct.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So everybody's muddled?
Except for me.
Now I'm reading Diddy's thing. Is this psychic damage?
Yeah, it certainly is, I think.
Yeah, Synaptic Stack is Synaptic Snap, not Snack.
Okay, so you have resist the psychic
Smack.
damage, so you still get the muddled thoughts, but you take half damage.
Yeah, I just did that. Yeah, I just get, ugh.
Okay.
Oh, you targeted my brain. So hard for people to do these days.
All right, so now we're back to top of the order. Nira, I guess roll me a d6.
What is this muddled thoughts business?
Yeah,
mean?
I was just about to ask that. I think I should get another turn.
Well, I'm reading the spell.
You subtract a d6 from the number rolled from all of its attack rolls and ability checks,
Okay.
as
So I
well
subtract.
as
Nice.
con saves to maintain concentration.
So I subtract 2. Is that what? When I
Correct.
attack?
Correct.
Okay.
Whatever you do.
Oh no, I'm attacking. He just tried to melt my brain.
Okay.
I don't hardly even know the dude.
You're about to know him intimately, I think.
He's going down to Chinatown.
He's right in front of me, right?
Yep.
All right. Wow. He's about to know me intimately.
Can I get my bonus action then?
Huh?
Can I get my bonus action then?
Yeah, a surprise round. Yeah, you get your full turn on a surprise round. So yeah, you do. So hold that strike there. You'll still get it, Nira. There's something else you can do as a cantrip? Bonus action?
Damn right I can. Yeah.
Bonus action cantrip on a action spell, right? There's no bonus action cantrip.
Well, he just cast a spell.
Right.
That's right. So, refresh my memory, guys. Is it bonus action that's a spell, and then the action is the cantrip? Did I get
Yeah,
that
it's
mixed?
the only way to make it work because otherwise there's no bonus action cantrips.
Okay.
Okay, we cool?
Yeah, so you don't have a bonus action cantrip.
But you could do
I
other
don't-
bonus
I'm not
actions.
doing a cantrip.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I'm a fucking fire elemental.
Oh, shit.
Gonna get big on us.
Oh, this is perfect, Usul. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Jason, you came in just in time. Usul's about to kill the party.
Oh, man. Oh, Jason's here?
Jason just arrived.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, so
Then he has a look and goes, oh, shit, that feed unpossessing you.
all right, so hold on 1 second, Usul. So you reach down, and so whatever druid powers you how to call forth. What kind of elemental are you trying to call forth?
I'm a fire elemental.
What do I
Okay.
feel like Brian coerced this from my talk with him earlier?
Hold on 1 second. No, this has been there since day one. I gotta look it up. Well, not since day one, but ever since he got possessed. So
I'm just saying, this is the second time a character's had something possessing them, and then pretty much tried to. Ooh, wait. Brian.
This
Brian, no. Stop. The static hit other people. There's a thing on the compelled duel where he will stop having to fight other people if he does damage.
No one compelled duel him, did they?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
I
made
did.
him attack. It was Diddy's compelled duel.
Yeah, that's why he's going to attack me.
It has
He
disadvantage on
can.
attack rules against creatures other than you. Must make a wisdom saving each time it attempts to move to a
No.
space more than 30 feet from you.
Yeah, no, I
I
think that
wouldn't say
probably
that
just means attack
Spell
as in
end-
physical attack.
Yeah, spell ends if Diddy attacks any other creature. If Diddy casts a spell that targets a hostile creature other than the target. If a creature friendly to Diddy damages the target or casts a harmful spell on it. Or if Diddy ends his turn more than 30 feet away from the target. So the moment someone else attacks it, he's no longer compelled to attack.
So as soon as someone else attacks Usul,
Asul. Yes.
he's not
Yeah.
compelled to attack
Compelled.
Diddy.
Diddy, correct.
Okay.
The
Right.
moment someone other than Diddy hits Usul, Usul snaps out of it.
Okay.
Oh, none
That's
of
where
you
the-
guys would know
that's
that
where the
anyway.
demon
If
comes
Azul
into
could
play.
snap out of it.
No,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's.
It's not like I don't have a demon on me.
Hold on, I gotta
Yeah,
find
he'll
this
just
thing.
throw the fire elemental at Diddy as well. He'll just go,
Oh, there's fire
everybody
elementals.
kill that guy.
The
I
fire
wasn't
elementals as a bonus action?
I wasn't expecting
Oh,
this
yeah.
to happen so
It's
soon.
Oh,
conformant,
shit.
yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
thought that was gonna be next turn. I was like, Ugh.
And the elemental is a level 5, right?
The
CR5.
Fire elemental is
CR5, right?
no, it can't be a 5. I think I can only do 4 now. I think for fire elemental is like a 2.
Oh, regardless, you're getting something else. As soon as I can find this shit.
Fire amount is a 5.
Yeah, they're CR5.
What is your name in here right now? Is it Usul? Is it Veli? What is it in here?
Usul.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so
Oh, that's right. I have the circle of the moon. That's why I can do fire elemental. That's what it is. I
okay.
use up both of my my chain shapes.
Oh,
And,
you're the fire elemental.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna move something that you should be able to see pretty soon, Usul. I'll move it to the very top. Or you see what's at the very top there? On the
Of the map?
journal side? Go to the journals on the chat
Oh.
window.
Okay.
And you guys watch as Usul starts to transform. You see flames start to kind of flick on his outer extremities, but then it all turns black and dark, and you see this shadowy form rise in its place.
Ooh.
That's now Usul. Usul, you should have his access to the character sheet. You see at the top. Tell me if you
Yep.
don't. Okay, that's what
I
you.
am there.
That's what you have in this form. And in this form, and no need for a perception check, still looks elvish in nature, has pointed ears, has the black dead eyes, white flowing hair. Those of you that made your check or whatever it was I had you do earlier definitely recognize it as more like a drow wraith or spirit.
Mm.
All right, so now he did that. So Nira's still going to try to punch it.
What
And
the hell else does Nira do?
so I think, is your AC correct on this? I think your AC does drop down when you're a wraith. You have access to it, Usul?
I do. Yep.
Okay, so that hits you then.
So it'd be 16 though, right?
Just look at your resistances.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not going to say what you're resistant to. You just keep track of it.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so that hit.
Correct. This is cool. I can just sit back and watch.
You're like, I don't even have to play.
So Constitution save, Azul.
So what?
Constitution save. I just kicked you in the wraith groin.
You're
to
real
stun you.
quiet.
In the wraith gonads. He might be immune to stunning, though.
That's your call, Don.
Yeah, I am not immune to stunning, but con save, is that just my con score then?
If it doesn't say con save on there, then yeah, you just roll in the Constitution.
You're stunned.
Okay.
Stunningly good.
Now, is that magical?
Yeah, my attacks are all magical.
Okay.
And while you're down, I'm going to hit you again.
Advantage.
Okay. Well, I'll roll the second roll for advantage just to see if I crit it. So 11 damage with the 28.
Hey, Brian.
Yep.
I don't have access to the token, so I can't update.
Oh, I'll do that. My fault.
HP.
And then I'm going to flurry once.
Okay, can you slow down?
That's a crit. And then I'm going to flurry twice.
Ouch.
So that's 18, 28, 31, 38, 31, 42, plus the original 10 if you haven't done it. So 52 damage off of that.
There you go. So you should have access to it now.
Thank you. You said 52 damage?
52 total, yeah.
Damn. Freaking monks.
Diddy's gonna do like 300 probably.
And then I'm going to back off.
That was a damn good attack round. So are we theater or the minding, or are we counting these as 5-foot squares for right now?
Yeah.
Just count as 5-foot squares for now. That's fine.
Okay.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I'm going 50 feet away. Full movement. That's not even full movement because I got 10 more movement now. So I got 10 to spare.
Okay. Is that it for Nira's turn?
Does she need to do more?
All right. So again, does that do anything to the enthrall thing? I'm sorry. I want to make sure I'm clear on this.
And is there any concentration?
If Nira hit him, it's supposed to.
Then it's
Nira hit him.
Yeah, it's no longer required to only hit Diddy.
Oh,
Before it gets disadvantage if it attacks anyone besides Diddy, but now it can hit anybody at its discretion.
it's no longer compelled to duel Diddy.
Right.
I'm going to whisper something to Usul. Let me know if that makes sense, Don.
Yep. I think it does.
Okay.
Perfect. Yep.
All right, so that's Nira's turn. Okay, Diddy, what are you doing?
Okay, it looks like a demon, right? This thing that I'm looking at.
Looks like a wraith.
It does. Okay, so I'll do this first on it,
Punch in
and
the face.
then what I'm going to do is give it a bit of this. Let's have a look.
Why is the screen not
Good Lord.
Oh, and I forgot the extra 8, so it does 8 more as well. Because
So
of
it's
the,
all that.
Where's the plus 10 damage coming from in that, dude? Holy crap.
great weapon. It's the great weapon slamming on him.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, it's
You put the
horrible.
fine.
So
Is
I'm
that magical?
Yeah, it's all the +1 weapon. Silver.
everybody's freaking level 12. Everybody's got magical shit.
We're all magical,
Okay.
my friend.
I'm assuming it takes the rate down. Is that correct?
50, 51.
35 damage or more.
Oh. Is it 27 plus 8 and 24 plus 2?
only a
It is,
15
and then
hits.
another 8 on top of that because the Hexblade's curse.
Okay. Boy, it's pretty close. What's the total on it?
35, 37, 41, 61, 69 total is what my math
shit.
is.
15.
That was a good
I've still got more. If it's still standing, I'm going to smite it.
Does 69 take it down or not, Don?
Sorry, I gotta.
Got to do math.
No, he is still up.
Wow.
He does
You-
not like him.
All right, so
Enough
you
to run.
get 2 smites then. Hopefully you're not undead. But here we go. So I'll do them at both hits are going to be at level. So how many spell points have I got left? So level 2 each. So if you're undead, that's 48 each. So there's another 8d8 for you, buddy.
Okay, I think that one definitely takes me down.
Okay, so here's what we do, Usul. Whatever
Okay.
leftover damage goes onto Usul,
Yep.
plus another quarter of your health is gone.
Okay.
So do that for Usul. You guys
That
watch
was
the Wraith
40.
form drops, kind of dissipates, and you see Usul still lying there, bleeding.
Oh, so yeah. Oh, for in turn order, I can't do anything because I've done everything. So I'll have to go to the next person.
And anytime you can do a free action to say something if you want, Usul.
Okay.
Stop
Usul-
beating me.
Usul is gonna come out and say, "Stop! It's still me."
All right, is it Victor's turn yet?
So
Victor's
Dilmar's
like,
done.
I don't trust them yet. So more.
I have a question, Brian. Isn't
I'll
he
just sort of
still
say,
stunned?
knock him out.
Yes, Rob? Nero?
Wouldn't he still? So the wraith is gone, so he loses the stun. I don't know that that's the fact.
That's a good point. Because you stunned. Well, you stunned. Stunned, you can't even say anything, right?
Right.
Yep, he's right. I'm sorry, Don. So no, you can't say anything, but you do see the wraith form drop. It's now Usul standing there in front of you. So yeah, if Diddy's done with his turn, then yeah, it's now Victor's turn.
I think he's still got black eyes, Victor.
a little right hook.
Somebody wants to get me back for flying off without them.
Victor's gonna throw out just a punch. Does 19 hit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. If you're stunned, do you get an opposing grapple or is it automatic success?
What is the thing for stun though? Stun.
Condition. Yeah, I need to
Yeah,
look
I'm
up
looking-
conditions
so-
real quick.
Can't move, can barely speak,
If
fails
he can't
strength and
move,
dex saves.
I don't think that. So it's incapacitated. So we
Oh,
got to look
he
at
can-
incapacitated.
He can speak
Can't take
falteringly.
actions or reactions. Yeah, so he can still somehow. He gets
Stop.
an athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, it would have said ability checks if it anywhere there. So yeah, you can
Can't
still make
take
an ability.
actions or reactions.
Acrobatics or athletics.
You know what? He's stunned. Fuck it. It doesn't work.
Okay. Victor grapples him and pushes him onto the ground.
damn right he does.
Just kind of holds him down.
All right, so Usul's now prone. Victor's got his usual position. Likes teabagging everybody. Anything else out of Victor?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Usul, he's stunned until the end of Nira's turn. Is that how that works?
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah.
All right, so Usul, you can't do shit.
Well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Is there something I'm missing? Oh, here comes the
Oh
cards.
my I can't read it. Oh, maybe I got to just zoom in a bunch.
I don't think he
Hit
can.
the Z button.
I don't think he can play a card if he's stunned.
No, you can play a
Cards are-
card anytime. Use this card on your mobilized, restrained, or slowed. You no longer suffer from those conditions.
All right, good use.
All right, that's good. All right, so
That says immobilized, restrained, or slow. It doesn't say when you're stunned.
let me read
Oh.
it again.
Okay, I can still be stunned, but I'm no longer.
Not immobilized. You're not
Okay.
restrained, and you're not slowed.
You're none of those things. You're grappled.
I thought
and
Victor
stunned.
Grapple does make your
Yeah,
speed
that's it.
0.
Grapple is restrained. I thought grapple was restrained.
Grapple is not restrained. Restrained is a condition that can be imposed by grappled. You're just grappled. Your speed is 0.
Oh,
I'm going to rule that's the same as being slowed. So he can move by playing that card. No, he's stunned. He's stunned though. So, so yeah, you're screwed. Good job.
So if I'm stunned, I can still do something, but just
You're prone and stunned.
No, at stone.
No, you
stunned,
can't do anything.
Can't
Stunned
do
is
any action.
awesome. Stunned is monk magic.
It does say and can speak only falteringly.
Yes, but they're incapacitated. He can talk a little bit, but he can't do any actions, reactions, movement.
He can make noises. Let's be honest.
Here's what I'll say. I'll rule this. You can say 3 words, Usul. Choose wisely.
No ands or thes or ands.
And you got to come up with it in 6 seconds.
He's gonna put his arm up and go. It's
You can't
still
put your arm up.
me!
You can't put your arm up. What'd you say?
You can't put your arm up.
It's still me.
It's still me. Okay. You guys make it out that he says it's still me. And that's his turn. Sylvia.
Started blasting.
So just so I'm understanding this properly, there's this wraith floating above where
Wraith is gone.
Usul's wraith is gone.
I just
So
moved him
it's
off the
just
screen.
okay,
I just
and
read
so it's just Usul who is being grappled right now. Correct?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. You saw Victor grab him and knock him to the ground, and somehow, like, Usul just kind of, he's still laying there, but Victor doesn't have a hold of him. I can't explain this. He used a freaking card, but he's
Does he
still
have
stunned.
black eyes?
Okay. I am going to cast telekinesis on myself. Well, obviously, because now I'm telekinetic. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. And
You're going to grapple yourself?
no, I am going to use that to basically lift Usul kind of into the air and basically not crush him, but like make it so he can't move his arms or legs or anything. Suspending him up into the air.
Okay, and this is some kind of a save for this?
Yeah, he has to do, I guess, a strength check versus my spellcasting ability, which is 16.
He's stunned. He fails all strength checks.
It doesn't say check, it says save.
Save.
Okay.
Creature, you can try to move a huge creature or smaller, make an ability check with your spellcasting ability contested by the creature's strength check. If you win the contest, you move the creature up to 30 feet in any direction, including upward, but not beyond the range of the spell. Until the end of the next turn, the creature is restrained in your telekinetic grip. A creature lifted upward is suspended in midair.
Is a check an action?
Here's what I'm going to do, guys. I don't want to get hung up on the semantics of this. I want Usul to make me a strength check with disadvantage.
I got plenty of strength. No problem.
I kind of figured.
That's what druids are known for.
Primary stat.
All right, so you're able to lift him up in this. I'll say the spot where you're at. It's got 12-foot ceilings.
Yeah, so his head just goes and like bonks onto the ceiling.
Like forcefully, or you mean just like floating him up there and
maybe trying to knock him unconscious?
Oh shit. Bro, fuck, how do I do this?
I mean, I'm literally just thinking with my mind, like, you're going to the moon, Usul. You're going to the moon.
So we'll take
The
6
only way
points
to
of
be
bludgeoning
unconscious
damage
is-
as your head slams against the ceiling. You still, yep, you still got some hit points. I see some green there. All right, he's not moving. He's mumbling something. Anything else, Sylvia?
That's it for now. And I'm gonna take like a step back, kind of as far back as I can get, and be like, Usul, I know you can hear me. Fight this wretched thing.
Okay, back to Nera, and I need a retcon something. Nera, you're inside this keep. So if you're running 50 feet away,
Sorry,
you'd
I
have to run
thought
outside.
you were outside. Then I was just running to wherever the farthest edge of the wall. Then
Yeah, I get that. My fault. I missed it the first time.
out of melee.
Okay, Nera, what are you doing next?
Because I started from outside of the wall.
I know. But this was happening
well,
inside.
he's up in the air right now. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah. So his legs are if the ceiling's 12 feet, his head is at 12 feet. So you could still beat into his legs if you want.
Is he vertical? Is he vertical? Like, could I reach him?
Yeah. He's vertical. I literally just lifted his head into the ceiling, and then he's kind of suspended there like a mistletoe.
Guys, no, he's a pinata. He's a pinata.
Brian, Brian, can I punch him like a pinata here?
Sure. Yeah.
So Diddy will just sort of say, knock him out, don't kill him.
Well, no, there's only one. To knock somebody out in 5e out of character, you have to go to 0 hit points. It's the only way to knock somebody out in 5e.
Yeah, but you just declare that you're trying to be
You're
non-lethal.
non-lethal.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my javelin and I'm going to smack him like a pinata twice with my javelin. And so that's the first hit.
With the
And it
pointy
gets
end?
me with advantage. Stunned. No, I'm just
Like a bat.
You know,
Like a pinata.
You don't poke a pinata. You smack a pinata.
It's stress relief.
This is so great. I'm not even participating, but this is great to listen to.
So that's another 18 damage.
Okay, that first one, after that first one, Usul is unconscious.
He's limp.
He's limp. He's
And
hanging
I
by a telekinesis noose.
And as I said, I was doing so to conk him out. I wasn't trying to land the fatal blow.
You weren't trying to get the you weren't trying to get the inside of the pinata.
Just looking for the candy center.
If you didn't want to kill me, why'd you do 2 of them?
I could do a third and a fourth if you want.
No, that'll be two more death saves.
He will die. If you hit him twice more, he dies.
So I guess I didn't want to get involved, but at some point, Suin would have been screaming that, this is not Yggdrasil. This is not Yggdrasil. And he's kind of taking a step back. He wouldn't have been joining. I imagine
Okay.
Kudwar would have been there as well. And I can't go back in the past, but he'll do the same thing. They're both kind of in awe of the fact that you guys are beating the shit out of your friend.
We're creatively restraining.
Yes, exactly. All right, so
Yeah.
Usul is knocked
Yeah,
out now, still hanging by this telekinesis thread or something like that. What are you guys going to do next?
I'll ping him again to see whether or not he's still possessed.
What are you doing? You pinging?
Yep.
Need a freaking priest, not a beating.
Well, that was a sort of the priest of pain.
You're still picking up a faint scent of demon in him.
Shit.
Don't turn into Willow from Buffy the Vampire Slayer in season 3, and
I'll
you won't have to
say-
the crap out of you.
Well, it's really well ensconced in there, boys and girls. It's still there. Look, we got to get him to someone who can take care of it. He's obviously shown us that he can't control it.
Don't worry, I can carry him in this telekinesis for 10 minutes.
All
We're
right,
just
we'll
gonna
bring him
ignore-
down so I can stabilize him, and then we'll take him to where we can.
You guys about to start like holy water waterboarding him, aren't you?
So Diddy, roll me a
look,
d20.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Okay. You're the one that cast Enthrall on him, right? That was you, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
No, I cast the protection from evil and the
Compel duel.
compel duel.
that's
Yeah,
what I meant. Compelled duel is what I meant, not Enthrall.
yeah.
Kind of same thing. So you know that when you cast that on him, that you're not 100% sure that was Usul fighting back. That was probably the demon inside of him. Just making sure we're clear on that.
He's pretty sure that was it. His eyes went black. And he says, yeah, well, look, the demon's still in there, so you guys all know we didn't kill it. Just an apparition of it came out, so yeah, we're going to need some help. But listen, can you guys, and Suin, would you be able to, I don't know if any of you can do anything to exorcise a demon, but probably best outside of the castle. Need to talk to, or we need to talk to Kadwar, but not with Usul present if that thing's inside of him.
Kudwar's in the room with you. He saw this happen.
Yeah, I'll say to Kadwar, he's got a demon possessed in him. He got hit by the guardian of the stone itself, something massive. So it could have put a real winner inside of him. So best he's outside. I need to give you something, but I don't want this thing to see it. Oh, actually, this thing's probably already seen it. It's all right. And that's where he hands over. He'll walk away a little bit with Kadwar, give him the stone to give to the gnomes, and say, "Here's the what we were looking for."
Okay. I thought you already gave that to him.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. I would
Okay.
have if we didn't Usul first, but yeah, okay. So he's done all of that, and he says, "If there's anything you could help, if any priests that you know that could help our friend, he's got." A very powerful creature, it would seem, inside of him. Not normal stuff works.
Shall I go prepare the funeral rites for him?
Oh my gosh.
He's got ceremony or whatever. I keep telling you, he likes doing shit like that.
So, Kudwar will share with you that there's no temples like that here in Mucklestone. They've got some high-powered druids, but other than Sebastian and maybe that crazy tiefling girl that came here with this other group. He said the closest one's going to be either in Yashamar or Kront, where they may have, a cleric of high enough knowledge to help him with this. This is not something that the folks in Mucklestone know how to or are able to deal with.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that lizard guy?
So Sian, you said you know about Idrisil, yeah?
I have for a while, yes.
Do you think Idrisil would fix his balance up if you put that thing on him? I mean, it would mean that he would have to commit himself to it, but I can't see. I mean, even knowledge of clerical powers that I have, which is pretty good, I don't know if there's much that could be done for him unless a god intervenes, in a sense.
Well,
do you think?
I have no personal knowledge of Yggdrasil getting involved with a possession like this, but I mean, she will compel whatever's inside of him to do her will, do her suggestion. I mean, he still has free will to reject it, but I don't know.
That would be good. Well, he's way out of whack at the moment.
I can tell.
Look at those eyes. So you're saying it was truly Yggdrasil that came to us to ask us because he had doubts before. And I had doubts before because he said he doubted it and he knows Yggdrasil best. But if you know Yggdrasil even better, and it definitely was her, maybe she'll forgive him and give him another chance if you give him the symbol. And if he's meant to wear it, she can fix up his... I mean, he's my friend.
I mean, he'll basically
I'd
share with
rather
you the
see
fact that Yggdrasil told him that Usul rejected her. That's the extent
Well,
of
that's
what he knows. He doesn't know that she visited you guys in wherever. He just says that she had originally chose Usul. Usul rejected her. Then she came to him to deliver the mark to another chosen.
Well, soon what I can tell you then is obviously it was the demon talking, because I relied on Usul, who'd actually seen the tree. So if the demon was in him at the time, and then he said no to Yggdrasil, it would have been because he was affected. Would you be able to put the talisman on him so he can now have a clear mind, and this demon can be exercised, and he can take up what he was supposed to do and become Yggdrasil's champion?
It's like just wearing the mark does not bestow any powers. You have to.
No, but I'm thinking that.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking that Yggdrasil will know that he's there, and now she knows that, because this thing hid itself very, very well. She can make a choice and offer him, and then he can make the choice inside while he's still in there.
I can't answer that one for you. All I know is that she wanted me to give it to someone else. I think well, I don't know now. I'm having second thoughts about whether he needs this mark or not.
Well, I'll definitely take it if you knew it was Yggdrasil. But I would like my friend to try and, I mean, I relied on his information to tell me it wasn't Yggdrasil because he had his doubts, but maybe it was the demon talking. So, I mean, I can put it on him and let him go, or I can put it on myself and accept Yggdrasil because she is the god of the gods, right?
Some say that, yes.
I wonder, but yeah, I think my friend would be the first person who should try this. He's always believed in the tree. If you'd let me, I'll take it from you, because then technically I am somebody else, and then I'm going to put it on him.
Roll me
before I do,
roll me a persuasion if you're trying to persuade him to give you the mark.
Yeah, and I'll say before I do, if there is a demon in him, is there any way it can possess the powers of Yggdrasil or no?
Say it again.
He says, look, the worst thing that could happen is if I put this thing on Usul, but it's actually the demon that attunes to the thing, turning Yggdrasil worse. Is there any chance of that or no? I would think the god is far more powerful than the demon, right? So if I put this on Usul, will that actually... is there very little chance of it being affected by the demon going into it?
The only way the demon can use it is if he declares fealty to Yggdrasil. Those who don't believe will not benefit from this.
Got you. Well, I believe. I'll hold my hand out. And I'll try and... What did you want, a persuasion?
Yep.
I'll just look at any person if they've got sort of like help. I'll try.
If Victor's there, he'll help.
Oh man, you rolled good, but so did he. I gotta look up his modifier now. Ooh. Okay, he kind of looks at the mark. It's still in his hand. Looks at Usul, looks at you. Says, "I just don't feel right not giving to someone that hasn't been a chosen. I'm sorry." When he comes
we were both chosen.
We'll ask Usul.
He says, "Well, I was chosen. I was asked."
Yggdrasil did not tell me that. She mentioned Usul by name.
Oh, I see. All right.
Tucks it back
well,
under his
then
shirt.
I'll say, yeah, if that is your will, fair enough.
Let's get our friend down here. And he kind of motions for Sylvia if you'll let him down. I'm assuming he's still suspended there, like a dead pinata.
Yeah, I will like lower him, but he's still like 6 inches off the floor. And then I can like manipulate him, so if they want me to lie him down like he's on an operating table, I can do that.
Yeah, he'll direct you over towards like a bench seat somewhere on the side. and try to get you to lay him down there. So
Okay.
You guys know him better than me. Should we bind him? Should we put some manacles on him or anything like that before he comes to?
Might be a good idea just in case. You never know.
Unless
Yeah,
you want
and
me to
gag him.
stun him again.
Oh no, just gag him. It's okay.
All right,
So bind him and gag him.
So Cudwar will send one of his acolytes off to a storage room, come back with some manacles, 2 sets of them. You guys gonna lock him up, ankles and wrists?
Yeah, we sort of got to.
It's not like he's a druid who can turn into like a mouse or anything.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah.
He's used up all his wild shapes, though, hasn't he?
You don't
At
know
least
that.
2 of them.
All I know is that he's changed once, so I'll say, look, we'll manacle him anyway, and gag him, and then when he comes to, we can talk to him. But the demon's still.
All right, so Sween's going to ask you guys, is it you want me to bring him to, or do you guys want to let him sleep this off?
It might be better if we let him sleep it off while we find someone who's able to help him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we just monitor him, and in the event that he wakes up, then we telekinesisize him or something.
I just sent you a message, Usul. Do you see that?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so you guys going to leave him in the keep? Anyone going to stay to watch him or anything, or just going to leave him to Suin and Cudwar?
Sylvia will stay because Suin's there.
Okay.
And help out in the event that something happens.
Okay. So before I forget, you guys said earlier before this fight even started that Jason was here. Is Jason still in Discord?
Yeah.
Jason, you there?
Yes, I have my mic muted, but I'm there.
Okay. All right. So let me do this while you're here, because I had something else to do for Twig as a transition thing as well. If you guys are okay with that, you cool with that, Jason?
Brian, I'm gonna cut out because I gotta do stuff tomorrow morning.
Okay. All right. Has it been 3 hours yet?
It's 20 after 12.
Yeah.
Oh damn! It has been 3 hours, hasn't it? Okay. All right. So Ace, if you got to go, that's fine. I'll do this last thing with Jason, and that's what we'll call it for tonight. You guys cool with that?
Okay.
Yeah, this is Rich.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to
Beautiful.
Stop as well.
Okay. Sorry, Rich. I know that's probably boring for you, but
No. It was not boring at all. Following along. Have a
Okay.
good night, everybody.
I lost track of
Later.
time,
You
guys.
too.
I apologize.
Later, Kev.
Yeah, it happens.
Okay, so let me. And I think I prepped you for most of this, Jason, before tonight.
Right.
Is that correct?
I believe.
All right. So you cool with doing this all out in the open? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna rule that sometime before all this happened, Twig. I gotta find my notes. Sorry. So you heard the news about everybody coming back, and you probably would have had at least a brief, I guess, reacquaintance with Diddy and Usul, and no one yet has said anything about Professor P. Anybody else? Would you guys have asked the question at any point during your conversations? But oh, by the way, where's the one guy that's missing from our group?
Well, everybody's missing from their group, dude. Silith is gone. Yeah, Toman's taken off already.
Yep. Well, not Tolman hasn't taken off. That happened while you guys are still in town. Like I said,
Okay.
so Tolman and everyone would have been here except for Silith. He's the only one that actually left in the last session, skipped town. But everyone else is still in town. That make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
He does, yeah.
I never met Professor P, so I would definitely not ask about him.
Right.
This is why Vigor's been not been a part of this whole thing, because he was like had nothing to do with any of this.
Yep. Exactly. All right. So I'm assuming you guys would have heard
Serving
the
free food.
you would have shared the stories about how of the ambush, and then you guys got separated. Some of you guys thought Professor P was with Diddy and Usul. Diddy and Usul probably assumed that Professor P was with you guys, but as far as anybody knows, Professor P's gone, missing. All right, there's nothing. This is Brian talking. There was nothing that happened that would give you guys any indication that he was captured, that he was killed, did he escape somewhere else? Is that correct? 'Cause I think even Silith at one point tried to do a sending Professor P, but got no response. But you also said the same thing with Usul. Is that correct?
Yeah, we made it to Diddy, and Diddy was telling his stories and all
Yep.
that stuff. remember?
Exactly. Okay. All right. So again, the group would have had their at least a brief interaction with each other, but right after that, Twig, you'd have been approached by Joan Path. He would have heard the news about the successful return of Diddy and Usul with the Gemcore extract and everything, but he. Sorry, I gotta read my notes here. Been a while since I wrote this. So he approaches you, Twig, and based on brief interaction you guys had a couple days ago, where I believe you recognized him. I think you even approached him and said something to the effect that Morning Itch was not his last name, or you knew his real name, or something like that. Does that ring a bell?
I think so.
Okay. All right. So that's what I believe would happen. But he would have been approaching you off to the side, pull you off to the side, and basically he wouldn't come out and admit with the Shadows Mastery Guild, but he would say something along the lines of, we both have ties or knowledge of an organization that we need to be wary of. And since the return of your friends, and he won't say any names, but you could probably put two and two together, that's Diddy and Usul being back, says part of the mechanism they used to get the core was a something that came from Telflum, from our higher up friends, and they tell me that they would like it back very much so. So I don't know how Jodell managed to get one of these, but they want it back. So yeah, you and I both know who they belong to. Yes. And I think you
Yes,
and I
do.
was making sure I did share that with you offline, did I not?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. All right. So here's what they wanted me to bring it back, but I don't exactly know these folks. You do. So you kind of you're in with them. So if you can somehow get that chain back, and got two jobs for you. One, bring it to and I'll give you a name and a location, and I'll pay you 500 gold up front. I'll give you another 500 when you deliver it. Do that, and then I've also got a slight problem with my daughter. You see, she was betrothed to your friend Silith, and he skipped town. I have information that he was traveling to Telflum. So if you could ascertain to his whereabouts, I can throw a little bit more money at you as well.
My good sir, does it look like I need money?
Well, what else motivates you?
Perhaps surviving the situation that was upon us?
And you did a fine job of that, sir.
For now. It's not over.
All right, so what's your price?
My price. And why don't you deliver this item?
Let's just say I've got some old friends back in town that wouldn't be too pleased to see me.
Well, then that's my price. You deliver it.
You want me to deliver it? Well, I would have to come to you for that. Well, I see what you're saying. You get the chain for me, I'll deliver it.
No, you want the chain. You acquire the chain. That chain, I know the chain. And it's been missing for years.
So you have a need for it?
No, I don't. My brother might, but I don't.
Well, all I can tell you is you know who we're dealing with. If they don't get it, they'll find a way to get it. You know this.
Yes, I'm quite aware of the resources. I'm also quite aware of how thin their resources are currently, or they wouldn't be sending someone so heavy-handed as you to deal with it.
Well, I guess I'm the right person in the right place. So they
Or
call
the
upon
wrong
me.
person in the wrong, or the wrong person in the right place, as the case may be.
Semantics. As long as it gets there.
No.
So you're saying you won't bring it back to our my contact?
No. You want it. They want it. They sent you for it. You deliver the damn thing.
I thought you'd be more cordial to our common foe. Very well. I see you're useless to me. Good day, sir. And he
Good
walks
day.
off.
Twig immediately turns and tracks down Jodell and informs him.
Jodell's not there yet.
Cudwar, whoever
Okay.
he trusts enough to inform them, he'll inform them of what's going on.
Okay. So what exactly are you going to share with Cudwar?
That he knows the object that is used in the manufacture. He knows where it comes from, and that they are looking to retrieve it. And if it's still needed, they best guard it.
Okay. Cudwar kind of scratches his chin a little bit, says, "Huh, I had no idea where it came from. But,
It came from Telflam.
well, again, I didn't know that either. All I know is Jodell brought it in. We
Well.
put it together.
Yeah, it came from Telflam. More than likely, it came from my own family's vault.
Really? Well,
Well, in a roundabout way, perhaps, but yes.
okay. We'll speak with this to Jodell when he returns. Should be any day now, I anticipate.
In the meantime, I'd suggest you secure it.
Yeah, we'll keep it in the vaults below.
And I would guard it.
Yeah, I'll put extra watch in place.
Wise.
Thank you for this information, Twig. I appreciate it.
You're more than welcome. I shall leave for Telflam in the morning.
Oh, really? Well, I thank you for all you've done for us and all that you will do. Says, here, one moment. He kind of walks over to his a bookshelf on the side, kind of pulls on one of the books. A little panel opens up, pulls out a little sack. Says, here you go for your troubles. I appreciate it. If you see your friends, feel free to share whatever you deem necessary with them as well.
He looks at the sack and he hands it back. Says, this is best kept for you. You'll need the resources more than I will. I'm returning to my family's holdings.
All right. I'm going to offer it to other folks as well, just the same.
That's fine.
Okay. Twig, it was an honor. Kind of holds out his hand to shake yours.
Twig returns the shake.
Safe travels. Farewell.
Fare thee well, my friend.
Okay. And, I forgot to mention, earlier, Suine brought Buttercup back. So you guys would have been acquainted even before this. Suine, the elf here, the friend of Sylvia's, he would have brought Buttercup back from Yashomar. So you're reacquainted with your beloved Buttercup as well. Okay. All right. Anybody else have anything else they want to interact or role play with? If not, that's where we'll call it for tonight.
I'm just role playing by myself.
Having a conversation with Professor P.
Wait a minute. What was the name of that book?
What book?
Spank the Monkey Lends a Hand.
What?
Yeah.
He was talking about role playing himself, and Rich put in the chat. He was talking about these books. One of them was called "Spank the Monkey Lends a Hand."
Oh my gosh! Alrighty then. All right, guys. So whoever's left, thank you for. I know we went. I didn't realize we went over, but I think we started a bit late as well. So maybe it only went 3 hours, but appreciate that. Now we're getting to the point where we're going to go and transition, and we'll just figure out what the hell is going to go with Usul and his body in the next session.
His body. Well,
Body.
you didn't say he's just a body. Yeah, wait.
I had no intentions of having an encounter in this session, but Nothing ever goes as planned. So hope that was okay for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to punch something.
Thanks for the fun, guys.
All right, guys. Good night. Appreciate it.
See you.
Ciao.
Yeah.